Made attraction right there. Made attraction right there. Yeah, yeah. Thank you. All right. The Hebrew Israelites becoming week in and week out about the downfall of America and push our power and first stand to east. Our praise, honor, and glory. Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash. We double honor to the apostle, GMS, as well. Peace, blessed salvation, the hope, black, right, Aqua, then, fish for quick, up, and, as you can see, we're in Babylon again, another week, and things are happening. The East Coast smoked out. A couple of niggas got smoked out. Not too far from the camp spot. And, the things start to come down the drain pipe. About to start getting judged. Women are about to start dying. Little kids are going to start crying. Homelessness is heavy. People are getting thrown out of their houses. They never met up with that government assistance. Basically, the government says, "Fuck you and your rent, you and your kids, you and all of your kids and all that, man. Out in the streets you go, find it, figure it out." So it's bigger and other problems that Esau learned about now. So that he takes. It was always an illusion that he had your back. That's why the scripture talks about, as our kids, what is our vain help? Yeah. From our oppressors. Yeah, you got it. I got a precept real quick. This is Micah 1 and 3. It says, "For behold, the Lord cometh forth out of his place and will come down and tread upon the high places of the earth." And Yahweh is about to send Yahweh Shah back to the earth to do what? Judge the earth and then deliver his elect. Right. The ones that's pushing his name, standing up firm. That's the name of Yahweh Shah. Not of their own will, not of their own belly, not pushing this society, not wanting to be basketball players, not wanting to get fame, attention, so forth. This is all about Yahweh Shah. Everybody wants to forget through Esau science and technology that, hey, Yahweh created all things. Right. Got it. Yeah, and it says the high places he's come down to tread on these these leaders, the ones who have been put in rulership by Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, okay, on this earth, man. So he's coming down to cast down these wicked elites, all right, these wicked elite Edomite banking families who are currently in rulership, contrary with your pastor and your local Christian pastor is telling you, man. I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "And the mountains shall be molten under him, and the valleys shall be cleft as wax before the fire, and as the waters that are poured out down a steep place. For the transgression of Jacob is all this, and for the sins of the house of Israel. What is the transgression of Jacob? Is it not Samaria? And what are the high places of Judah? Are they not Jerusalem?" That's it. You got it out. Because through America in the license that Esau gave to our people, the transgression of our people has come out. The snares and traps that's been set for our people to think and give them an illusion that they can make it here. And then, if they all strive, have hope in society, maybe one day they get a piece of the pie. But Esau's going down through the wiles of Esau, setting our people up, giving them a delusion to think that they're part of this society. Can we all just get along? It's going to be peace and harmony, love, peace, and happiness. Because Jake, starting from fucking no turn ever, they always pushes this love. Everybody needs to get it. Everybody needs to love one another. Can just all get along. Love, love, love. But that spirit was never here. It's this, got it. So I just all go. What's love got to do with it? Hey man, hey, what's love got to do with this, man? Esau, he's about to
bring down. He's about to use everything that the Most High has given him against you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, he's about to come down with that hammer, man, like never seen before, man. Okay, we're coming to some times that the earth has never seen, but Jake is still out here playing games, man. You know, it's going to trump all the times of past that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Go ahead.
The scripture says in Daniel, it says that time has never
been before, man. You know? Right.
Jacob's trouble.
Yep.
Our temptation. You know, you see that trying to get rid of cash. And people are doing it.
Yeah.
And it's evident on all these people's faces. Right. These people aren't happy. It's all an illusion. That, you know, the social media was the illusion. You can make a quick smile. Oh, yeah, you can stop real quick, put the phone in the air, turn it at you. You can smile real quick, give the whole world an illusion that you're happy. But then, as soon as the camera's off of you, you're fucking miserable and you're fucking pathetic. You know, you got it.
This is 2 Ezra 16 and 14. Behold, the plagues are sent.
Plagues are sent. Death, famine, you know, hunger, loss of jobs. Huh?
Okay. You know, I'm gonna start from the top of 2 Ezra 16, and we'll go down through the 16th chapter of 2 Ezra. This is 2 Ezra 16 and 1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria.
Yeah, so move to these places, right? You know, hey, the Lord's ready to send great judgment. Hey, Esau thought he was going to rule for a long time through his science. You know, him trying to throw down the Bible, trying to take the image of our Lord, put himself in the Bible, set himself up on high, as if he's the heavenly Father, and if he try to make things better. Oh, the sun is harmful, so let's throw some chemicals in front of it to block it out. Nah, ain't nothing wrong with the sun. It's just you fucking devil, man. Hey, the Lord hates you. He cursed you. So you're the only one that's burning underneath the sun, and that's why you think, you know, this whole world is contrary to you. Even animals don't like you. Nothing like you. But through your false power that you have that's been given to you by Yahweh, you know, you use it wicked. Because really you're the sword of Yahweh Bashem. And that's why you know, Yahweh through Yahweh Shah is gonna take you down.
Yeah. Hey, could you get that scripture staying with that in Isaiah? Yeah.
That's right, man. And that's how so-called white man has come to power through his lies, his wiles, his enchantments, and has everybody drunk off his wine. Yeah. Everybody.
Yeah.
East Indians, Africans, Arabs, our people, his own people, everybody, you know.
And if I may, now go ahead. You know, if I may say, you're going into what you was going into concerning his enchantments and him thinking he's going to rule forever. You know, this devil is trying to use his witchcraft and his technology and his science that he could, you know, possibly try to keep his body and his spirit and his mind living forever and ever, that he could never die, man. That he could just continually stay in rulership, you know, because these wicked elites, they know that eventually a time is coming where they're going to be taken out of that power seat. Right? You know, you know, because they know the history. They know all these great kingdoms had a time, okay, a beginning and an end, and they know their kingdom is no different. You know, but even in knowing that, there's still, if it may be possible in their mind, trying to have it where they can live forever, maybe leave the earth and go to another planet, go to another realm, another galaxy, and establish a new living place. They're trying to seek a back door, an alternate route.
Well, they did. They took our nationality, and just try to run with it.
Yeah,
and basically try to dilute it and just live it on out.
Right.
That's why, you know, the Israelites try to have their own community, their own little books, their own little ways, their own security, while the whole world just became. You know, they went with our name, and now it seems like they're the fucking people, but they're not.
And that's why they're digging into the ground. Here it is. This devil knows that eventually he's going to have to pay. He's going to go in slavery into the hands of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But he's still like, maybe, just maybe, there's a chance. So that's why he's digging into the earth. Got these underground bunkers, these underground hiding spot facilities. Maybe we'll be able to hide, you know, from the angels, you know, from the elect, and ultimately from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. But it's not going to work.
So remember, he was the firstborn. So he wants that blessing.
Yeah, God.
He wants, you know, he you know, before the firstborn, he was supposed to get it, but he didn't get it. You know, he wants to steal it. God, and through this, he wants you to think that, oh, damn, this is great, but it's all an illusion.
And it's crazy because it's the Yahweh Shimei Shah set it up that way. Yep. You know, he put that fighting spirit in Esau. Because if Esau comes to a recollection that no matter what he does, his kingdom is given over, this and that, he's like, hey, look, you know,
they would have to put nets. They would have to put nets on buildings. Yeah. So every Edomite would go on top of the highest building and start jumping off.
Like the scripture, you know, when the scriptures go into that war in heaven, you know, they were so afraid, yet just fight. Because the Most High Yahweh is going to put the spirit on them to fight. You know, even though there's no chance of winning, they're going to put this. He's going to put the spirit on them to go and fight anyway. You got to go.
This is we come out digging into the ground and all this. This is Amos 79 verse 1. I saw Yahweh by Shimei outside standing upon the altar, and he said, "Smite the lintel of the door, that the post may shake, and cut them in the head, all of them, and I will slay the last of them with the sword. He that fleeth of them shall not flee away, and he that escapeth of them shall not be delivered. Though they dig into hell, this my hand shall take them. Yeah. Though they climb up to heaven, this I will bring them down. Yeah. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will certainly take them out, and they shall be, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, this I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them."
Yeah, Leviathan. And the last place these elites want to go is the bottom of the sea. Anyway, you know, they said we'll go to space, we'll go in these mountains, but we've seen, you know, because these elites probably seen a glimpse, you know, or maybe some documentation, some footage, or a piece of Leviathan. They say, last resort, we'll see.
But they seen Leviathan and they seen the church. They're fucking on all sides.
What they call it, the Loch Ness monster?
Oh yeah.
That's probably what it is.
Yeah, Leviathan, man. They say, last place we're going is the bottom of the sea. Can you bring out that Isaiah 47 real quick?
I'm starting.
Then I'll jump back into 2nd and 16.
This Isaiah 47:8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasure, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside you.
Yeah, that's the Esau Edom, man. Mainly concerned these wicked elites, man. They dwell with pleasures, man. Okay, and they say, none else but who he is, man. He has a God complex, and he wants to be that power, man. He wants everybody to bow down to him and not look past him, man. He wants the people, the masses, to look to him and not look to a higher power. He wants to be that higher power. Go ahead, bro.
It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in a day. The loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee.
And that's why Esau is going to go down swimming, because it tells you he shall come down as a madman for rage. Because he said, damn. Because what Esau did was trying to basically blot out Jacob. That's why he set up so much snares and traps, illusions of comfortability for Jacob. Just basically stabbed himself up, man. Look at these niggas. Look, Lord. Come on, don't you want to give me the birthright back? It was typical Jacob's vanity. Come on, I'm being a little bit better. Look at Jacob. The crackheads, they're freaked out. They're all in the freak nick. The women are through. The men are through. They're emasculated. They have become Sodom. Come on, now. But then Esau realized, hey, no, the Lord ain't passing. They're trying to head for the hills. Fuck America. Let this bitch fall. Set up some little 15-minute cities. Put the MOTB in them. And then they fuck it.
Right. And if I may add on to that, right? I think Jeremiah 31 and 36, where it says the Lord will never forsake Israel as long as the sun, the moon, and stars are in his. So no matter what Esau either do, man, the Lord is never going to forsake our people, man. The Lord made a covenant with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and for us to be his people from that point in time on out, forever. Forever, ever.
Jake love singing about forever.
precept. Quick precept. This is Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance."
But you remember them? They took our nationality. So when you look at something holy or something to do with the scriptures, you look at them. You know, so they're in power. Their words are witty. They got the money. You know, they got the infrastructure. Everybody wants to be like them. They, remember what we saying? Becky with the good old hair. You know, they always put the so-called white women all on TV. They always had the Brad and the Chad, the kid. You know, so they put themselves on line, and everybody fought to it. You know, hey, but fortunately, it wasn't given for you. The Lord made a covenant with us. And that's what, and this is why you see us out here through the spirit of Yahweh prophesying about this man infrastructure being taken care of. Right. And that's why we tell our people, hey, you have to repent. Because this is all an illusion from Esau. They got you out, you know, they lie to you in school, tell you you're a slave, you're African, black, you're color. Yeah. You gotta be a wicked nigga to go this erase all the nations, all the nationality. And this go by color, you know.
I want to read this if that's cool. This is Genesis 15 and talking about the promise to Abraham. I'm start at 1. It says, after these things, the word of Yahweh came unto Abraham in a vision, saying, "Fear not, Abraham, I am thy shield and thy exceeding great reward." And Abraham said, "Yahweh power, what wilt thou give me, seeing I go childless, and the steward of my house is Eleazar of Damascus?"
Yeah.
I don't think it's Eleazar.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Eleazar. It says, and Abram said, "Behold, me thou hast given no seed, and lo, one born in my house is one born in my house is mine heir. And behold, the word of Yahweh came unto him, saying, This shall not be thine heir, but he that shall come forth out of thine own bowels shall be thine heir."
You're not talking about Ishmael here. I mean, Ishmael. So the Lord made this thing special. He made a heavy covenant with our people, our forefathers. You know, that's why Esau knows has our records, man. Hey, did not Biden promote the Russian icons? Yeah. The other nations know who we are. But the thing about it, our whole image, we have become a byword, proverb. Our image has been destroyed. Our outlook has just been emasculated, humiliated. Black culture is nigger. Smoking a cigarette, toting a gun on the side, hands sagging. And the so-called Puerto Rican Hispanics, their image is just dope boys, man. Cocaine sniffers, cocaine sellers, man. You know?
Yeah, the so-called white man stamped top secret on who you see so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are, man. Their heritage. We put all that in a document and stamp top secret on that.
Black culture, Hispanic culture. Then we look at the so-called white man. You look at him as the clean cut, the suit, sharp front hair. You know, he get slick his little hair back and stand right on up. You know, that's the image of the so-called white man. He's witty, he's eloquent, James Bond. He's he can pow, right? Shoot, hit you from 1,000 miles away. You know, he's eloquent, he's sharp. You know, he's cunning, and that's his image. Yeah. But thing about it, even though these people know who we are, still
that's beautiful that you said that, because just because you know something doesn't mean you're going to tell it. You know, because these average American citizens thinking, well, if they were the real Israelites, these scientists, these archaeologists, the powers that be, the president, the government, they would be telling everybody the truth. Because they really look at the government and the powers that be is telling the masses of the people the truth. Yeah, you know.
But keep reading it, this is verse Genesis 15 and 5.
That's why they say don't believe the hype. Yep. And like what they say, if everybody running that way, you need to go the other way.
Hey, what's the song? They lie to your face. You know, come on, man. Look at the so-called white man's track record. Come on, man. And y'all still believe in this man. You know? From the times that he came over to this land and stole it from the so-called Native American Indians, man. You know, he lied to their face, man. He spoke smooth words to them, but when they turned their backs, when they got comfortable, all right, when he lured them to sit to sleep, he stabbed them in the back, man. You know, you got it, brother.
It's continuing on at Genesis 15 and 5, and then I'll go to
That's one of
that.
the worst, like worst. That's like one of the most cunning ways of
Gotcha. First negative.
yeah. That's like the most fun. Hey,
Yeah.
it's such a nice.
And even animals don't do
Yeah.
that. Animals, yo, one animal, the gazelle knows that the lion is the enemy. You don't see him
Yeah,
talking,
even
chat,
if
eat
it's
together,
sleep.
and all of a sudden the lion like, gotcha.
And sleep,
Sounds
drought,
right on his
anything. The gazelle is always on alert with it.
Yep. Right.
It says Genesis 15 and 5. It says, and he brought him forth.
And that's beautiful you said that. Even the baby lions they don't fuck with. Man. Always alert. Not Jake.
It says that he brought him forth abroad and said, look now to the toward heaven and tell the stars if thou be able to number them. And he said unto him, surely shall thy seed be. And he believed in Yahweh, and he counted it to him for righteousness. That was good. I got one more. This is Genesis 17 and 19. And the Most High Yahweh said, Sarah, thy wife shall bear thee a son indeed, and thou shalt call his name Isaac, and I will establish my covenant with him for an everlasting covenant, and with his seed after him.
And what was the angel that wrestled with Jacob?
It was Jacob. I don't think angel. Yeah, he just angel didn't tell him the name. Yep. I can't recall if the angel told him the name.
The point is, man, the history of our forefathers have a lot of history with the Yahweh man. You know, given the promises, certain things that happen. And we have that's what we have to know the scriptures. This is our track record, man, of who we are. Of course, the enemy not going to teach you. Why should he teach you? Elam's not going to teach you. Israel's not going to teach you. The only people that's going to teach you are the people that look like you, man. That's why even the Lord said, what did it say? Deuteronomy, I think the 13th chapter, it tells you when you pick basically a leader over you, he has to be an Israelite.
I'm gonna go back to this Isaiah 47.
Okay, yeah, get that.
It's Isaiah 47 and 9. It says, verse 10. So I'm gonna finish it 9. It says, verse 9, it says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood.
Loss of children and widowhood. What's about to happen to this place is a great, massive death. Nuclear missiles, civil war, famine, destruction, people losing their fucking minds. Man, it was a fucking crazy person that walked right past my fucking work truck today. And you could tell that he was really not on his fucking meds. And I'm sitting here like, yo, this wait till I outbreak this, man. It is a lot of serial killers out here, man. Homicidal, crazy-otic, psychotic people out here in America, man. That once those meds, once they can't go to CVS or Walgreens and get their meds, they're gonna fucking go crazy out here, man. You know? And scripture was already telling tell the people, the love of many shall wax cold, man. You know? So that love, man, that's going out the door. Why? Because the so-called white man put his spirit on this place, man. You know?
It says the loss of children.
He took the morals out of the people here, man. It gave you money and fame as a sin. You don't get those things, you're pathetic, you're miserable, you're nobody. So what does everybody wake up to achieve? Some type of fame and success. It's some type of money and riches, man. That's why everybody's turning the fuck out, man.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, case in point, if a homeless man, a bum on the street, had a particular idea or had a way that you could obtain a lot of money, but he physically didn't want the money just because, he was, going, because a lot of these homeless and bums, they really, if they really wanted to get on their feet, get a job, so-called be, successful, man, but they choose not to for whatever the case may be. The majority of people wouldn't listen to that person just because of the position that he's in. And his circumstance, like, why would I believe you? Look at you out here on the street, this and that. Well, they don't know if that was my choice or not.
it could really have a outstanding mind.
Right.
That could really bring like
that's some
stop
serious
homelessness.
knowledge, bro.
But the thing about it, there it is. We understand this society.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a scumbag, that's being a scumbag gets you in the top position on TV.
Yep.
Oppressive,
Yep.
you know, victorious, asshole, cutthroat, backstabber, sacrifice your mother, your family, friends, women. You know, it just here in this America is about the flesh.
Hey, John the Baptist, man. You know, he lived out in the wilderness, man. You know, looked rough. You know, he was out in the wilderness. But what didn't dwell much, you know, in the city like the average person.
And even when Yahweh said when he was coming to King David, you know, he told Samuel, don't look on the outward appearance. And that's one thing that Esau really had to torture people. You know, not 6'7", above 6 feet, chin line, you know, and all this and all that, man. You're basically a nobody. And really, is in America, there's a lot of so-called average people. And once people really put that in their mind, they go, you know what, fuck this shit, man. That's where you have people, a lot of men getting fast food and getting out of here, man. There really is nothing here. But again, that illusion, statistics, TV, that wine, you can't got it, bro. And people are dying to try to get it. That you see people when you wake up in the morning, they just coffee. So you look in the car,
4 or 5, you know, they got it used to be the old people. It just says the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, pop. It's average people. I got my anxiety. That's the new thing with the younger generation. I got anxiety.
30, 20 years
that
old.
just means you want to be a drug addict, bro. And the crazy thing is you can use that shit at these doctor's offices. You got anxiety. So what's your I just feel depressed, anxiety, and you just describe it like some normal shit that everybody goes through on a daily or weekly basis, and you get all these prescriptions.
And why is this? Because you're not gonna teach people. You're nobody, bro. And again, that was it the ladder of success or this bro. See, and you know, again, people don't forgot the basic things of life. Being able to walk, having all your toes, having your feet, having. Did you know you get numbness in your fucking finger? How agitating that is?
Yeah, to wash
you got both of your eyes. Being able to just run, being able to read, being able to talk.
Yeah.
You know, just like basic stuff. You gotta help.
Like it says in Sarah.
Yeah.
Health and good state of body are above all sound gold, man.
You know, one leg is not longer than the other. Because then once your leg is fucked up, that's it. You can't fix that, man. If you got an ugly walk or ugly leg, that's it, buddy.
Yeah.
You can't fix that, man. You know, you got one arm.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people again they forget the small things.
Yep.
See, Esau got everybody so fucking worried about being on TV, fame, success, and money. They're about to do everything else out the door. Right?
Yeah, I'm saying they're not great.
Yep. Right. That's why what she said? He got to make $100,000. Nigga ain't getting no bitch. It is always something, you know.
Yeah, someone with a lot of money that, like your brother was bringing out, it can't walk, ain't has fucked up legs. You know, hey man, he would trade all his money to walk like you, man, to be able to run. They out here trying to chase the bag. Hey, he's out here chasing legs, man. He's out here chasing. He said, yo, all this riches I trade just to be able to run and walk again. Be able to climb a mountain, man.
People always say, like, if anybody ever able to leave America, go overseas, those people are happy with this that. Those people before and just be happy.
I always bring this up.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
When I was over in Afghanistan, the kids was out there in mud huts, living in mud huts.
Having a fun whole time.
No, they was out there in the cold. This little girl had a dress on, little boy had on a shirt and shorts. They was out there having a good old time. It was cold as fuck out there.
You know what I'm saying?
No worry, no concern. Except for the bullshit that America was bringing around the corner, you know. But they didn't know about that. They had their little farm market. They out there buying and selling this shit. Simple life, you know.
Go home at night, can't wait to get up in the morning and do it again.
Yeah, Esau bring again, like for instance, you wouldn't know about AIDS if Esau ain't say it. You wouldn't know about COVID if Esau ain't say it. You would have just thought What the hell? Is it a safety hazard going on? Why everybody got masks on? Yeah. But it came from Esau to put titles and shit to make you be like, hold on, you know, or you're a loser.
And they got tapping your back, like, buddy, there's a problem. Oh, stop.
You know, the pandemic.
Yeah.
Put on your mask.
They got to constantly slap you across the face. They got to constantly slap you across the face and let you know what's going on in society, in the world, on the earth.
Think about it. You wouldn't know about anything unless it came on TV, breakfast, lunch, you know. And this is all that we learned in school. That's why the golden plays the change. Yeah, you know.
I still got second of 16.
Esau said smoking was cool. Smoking weed was cool. Esau made these things cool. Gave you that light.
And brother, did you hold Isaiah the 47th chapter?
Yeah, that's my reading.
Oh, it's a lot.
Yeah. This is, I'm going to continue on in verse 9. It says, the loss of children and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in the perfection.
If you can't even be grateful for the little things of life. You get the, nobody's content anymore. They're not happy that you got a car, a good running car, good, nice size house. You can wash your ass, you got water, electricity, got clothes you can put on, look fly, that's not enough. So this ever climb, what is it, ladder, steady, always climbing success. That's why Jake died at 50, 40, because they're never happy, they're always running. What are you running to get? That's why the so-called black men and women, they're fucking fool. Because they're chasing something they will never fucking get there. You got an article too?
No, I just want to get this quick precept.
Go ahead. I got an article to go through after that.
It says, this is Hebrews 13 and 5. Let your conversation be without covetousness and be content with such things as ye have. That's right. For he has said, I will never leave thee nor forsake you.
That's right. Yeah, you see, there's a reason why they're bringing immigrants over here. Now, all of a sudden, the borders of America is open. I thought Trump wanted to close the goddamn border. Now you open them back up. I wonder why. So you can give them people that's money. And it's all, listen, remember, Lord is really doing chess moves. All these foreigners that is coming over here, they not to the want to get you. Those were the motherfuckers that was in those countries that really just wanted a lavish life in America. They wanted that success. All them so-called Hispanics, Latinos, and whatever foreigners that's coming here now, they just want a piece of American pie. So they're gonna work fucking 16 hours for $5 an hour, and fucking be happy with it, man. And they're gonna keep working. Well, Esau took your retirement, they took everything for you. You can't buy a house. Back in the day, you could buy a house for $50,000, $60,000. A fucking house now is $400,000, man. Who has that? And then they put you all through that. You got to build a job for 2 years. You got to do this. You got your credit. You got to build up credit. You got to put yourself in debt. Bullshit, man.
Slice of that pie. So the thing about pie, eventually it comes down to the last slice. Eventually it runs out. That's what these people don't understand.
Thinner too.
Yeah.
Slice it too.
God.
They don't get all. Everybody doesn't get the same amount of pie.
And we're living in the times of those thin slices, man. Universal income. I got this article real quick I want to bring out.
The crust got gelatin in it, so it's poor. The crust be having gelatin in it.
Thin crust. You got to switch to thin crust. Hey, this is from Futurism. It says a former Facebook VP says social media is destroying society, and he's right.
Wow, because everybody wants to live lavish. You got dumb, you got assholes that rent a Lamborghini, take fucking pictures by it, thinking it's somebody. But then you have an idiot woman thinking, God, he's rich. Yeah. And we always, the pranks of a dude is walking down the street, trying to holler at a chick. She plays him, and he gets in a Lambo, and that's when she run back over. The gig is up, man. The jig is up in this place. People are fucking lustful assholes, man. They're fucking scumbags, man. Got it?
It says, speaking at a recent event at the Stanford Graduation School of Business.
What happened to, keep your business to yourself? Don't put all your business out, And now everything they do. Yeah. everything, put everything on all on social media. And it's so many things we call it. Like social media platforms. Like, and it's crazy because we should look at what MySpace. Yeah, for it. You had to call shit.
Oh,
You could call the girl. You had the cam joint.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
You had what is it? Hotline.
Yeah.
You had the you had like urban chat.
That's AOL dial-up.
Yeah.
You had to get it to a server.
What was it, Yahoo? You had the Yahoo joint. You'd be like, hold on, this is weird. And you would know, like, man, that shit is scam. You'd be like, nah, yo, that shit ain't even sound right. But now it's doing.
See, Esau needed to fill his database up, you know, his profile on each person. So he needed a lot of information that people would willfully give to him. So that's why he set it up social media. That's why he set up Facebook, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all these different things, you know, and platforms. So you could freely give him, you know, once you load up something on the internet, it's there forever, man. You can never take it off, man. And furthermore, Esau's downloading it and keeping it in a database that is strictly to your profile, man. And he's using it all for when he pushes his MOTB at a high level. He knows what you like. He knows where the places you go. You know, you walking around, you've been to a place that you ain't been to in a couple months. Your phone will let you know, hey,
how was your
experience? 2 years ago, you were at this place.
Hey,
like,
this the other day, I checked my my Google whereabouts. When it shows you everywhere you went. Of the year 2021, 2020. Just go back to your
flashback.
Yeah. You know, you with a brother or we went somewhere. That should come through your phone and make a fucking memory of you.
Like a whole collage.
Yeah. Like,
you want to save this to your
profile? Like, what the hell is this, man?
It says a former president for user growth at Facebook expressed a concern that social media platforms.
And hold that many love themselves the last day. First Timothy, I think that's it. Get that real quick. Brother's going into a good point. So social media has a fucked up side. You know?
Yeah,
the whole world is connected.
Yeah, it's and key point in this article is it says former VP.
Now, now again, the guys that got it, they can really talk themselves, man. And the guys that don't got it, they just out back. And then the girls that's next door to you, that bitch she can go to Dubai. She can get flown out on a private jet, you know? So this whole world is hey, Esau knew what he was doing.
It's the book of Second Timothy, 1. 2 Timothy 3 and verse 1. This know also in the last days perilous times shall come.
Perilous times and bad times are coming. Because what? People have forgotten what? Moral basics, you know? The ungrateful stuff. You can't be a fat girl fucking out of order. You got moans that are out of order. Yeah, you know, everything is just out of order backwards, man. You know? Then don't tell me about a girl that's in shape. God damn. You know? You got it.
For men shall be lovers of their own selves.
You see that clearly. People don't know how to fight in the holly of themselves. Never been in a fight, never been punched, never been in war. But these motherfuckers walk around as if they can beat up everybody, man. But inwardly they're fucking losers, man. But that's what Esau teaches, man. He's trying to look bad. You know? You got it? What they say, these suckers think they good.
Covetous, boaster,
Covetous, man. Non-pleasable, man. You can't please people. And that's why Esau always put, you know, a new rap on TV, the new thing on TV, switches it up. One thing is hot, the next year is hot, something else. The next month, think something else is hot. Oh, that's whack now. No, that has no more value now. You know what? Look at the shoes that just came in and went out. You know.
And what's the next thing that's gonna be hot on the earth? That MOTB, man. You know, cash, putting that money against your ear, throwing up money at the club.
And that's gonna be
Oh, it's gonna,
scanner.
yeah. Oh, it's gonna be hard for you strippers coming up. You strippers and drug dealers, man. Hey, y'all might get cast to the side.
Hey, that's why they
Y'all got to find a professional.
hey, that's why they selling what's called the marijuana at vendors now. Yeah, they knocking everything out. Oh,
Right.
now they got the crack
Ain't no
pipes.
more plotting no more with that MOTV. You come in the club, say they do have strip clubs with the MOTV at a high level. You know, people ain't gonna know how much you just tip. That ain't like if you come in and flaunt those $1,000, $2,000, like, oh, okay, other chicks see they might come in. And you get a little swipe. What's that? She gonna come up on the intercom screen? Man with the yellow shirt is 2,000, 2,500 in Cindy Lore's pocket. Everybody get, you know what I'm saying? So it's shit gonna be weird out here, man. A lot of that shit, a lot of them little social gatherings are gonna cease to exist, man. I still got his article if you done, bro.
Covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful,
Can't lose your kids. You can lose your kids now. Easy. Why? Because of TV. Their peers.
Yeah.
You know? Music.
Oh, hey, they use that heavy persuasion on women with these sitcoms and TV and pocket. Your women, everything will be cool. You know, next thing you know, she's sitting and watching. She's like, yeah, that's right. I've been noticing my man doing that. You know what? Next thing you know, she basically moving on now. The door. She creeping to the door.
He coming to the house. He expects some peace and quiet.
Yeah. She said, there was a study, honey, that came out this year, and they said that, like, the fuck, he saw you fucking up my family.
Yeah, you're on point. That's what Esau does. You know, he's always in your household, everywhere. Mm-hmm. His philosophies, his witchcraft, his enchantments, it's everywhere.
He like the nigga from
on a billboard.
Yeah, he like the nigga from the first Friday. Remember the crackhead? It just kept popping up everywhere. His hell, popping out of the bushes. You know, Smokey, what y'all doing here? Hey, that's Esau for you, man. Hey, he what's the scripture that says he's neither a keeper at home, man. You know, he wants his hands in any and everything, man. He can't leave nobody, you know, to themselves, man. Not these other nations, you know, not his own people, and especially not you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Because that channel I watched, After Guys Forward, that Jake, he bring out a lot of good footage on colonialism, and imperialism. And these other nations are coming out like, yo, how Esau does is fuck up your country. He'll send you aid, and really aid is like Section 8, government assistance. He'll tell you, because even here in America, Section 8 is government assistance, stipulations behind it. Yep. You gotta let them know every goddamn thing. You gotta know every time you move, you increase your income, what you live in the house, what kids you have, any new kids you have. They need letters of recommendation. They need you to do this, and they need you to be with certain things in the form of aid that they give to other nations. People are coming up saying, "Yo, give us money, but then we gotta promote whole activity. We gotta make laws for them, you know. Then you just come. Then whenever you want to come in our country and take resources, you can. Nah, fuck that.
That's why them Ugandan people was like, nah, they found out that resources over there. Like, we're not fucking with America. Y'all not gonna still pushing that, you know, that agenda on us.
Oh, then they put sanctions on you. Then they tell you can't deal with this nation. Can't do this. Can't do that. Can't do this. Can't do that. Or else. That's what Esau does. See, everything is coming out. You know, and you don't think this nigga gonna go down with a swing? This nigga had if you was on top, you realize like, damn, my illusion is not working anymore. Everybody's found out. You know how they look at the magic trick. You know, he was getting everybody at first.
He can't make no money
He can't make no more money no more. He's mad as a bitch.
He used to be able to put a rabbit at the hat. Then somebody comes along and tells him, "Hey, yo, it's not real, man. He puts the rabbit in the hat first. This is how he does the trick."
Remember
ain't nobody coming to see the magician no more, man.
You should get mad at
Rich might try to kill you.
You get it? For more. And I got bread in the circus, man. He pumps out more bread in the circle. He realized that, God damn it. Hey, you know?
Yeah, the skirt's being lifted up, man. He's being exposed, man.
That's
a
why
high level.
That's why he got to get rid of us, man. That's why he has to stop this word from going out. That's why he had to demonize. Now, all of a sudden, at the Pride, you had a crazy guy quoting out Bible scripture. They had to lock him up. You know?
Right there, that pride of
Yeah, the Pride event, man.
And that's that's an average Christian Bible teacher, Bible Belt community that very well could have been doing that, man. Because a lot of these churches, they teach against that Moism, man, because it's clearly in the scripture. So you got certain community of so-called Christians and other religions that actually teach against Moism, man.
And that's how you know all the that Mo community.
Yeah. He could have been a church pastor.
Not everything against it is hate.
Yeah.
It's a extreme.
Yeah. They said Deacon so and so, I gotta do this to you, man. You can't be out here drinking Bible verses like that. I gotta take prayer. You gotta take me. You gonna take me in? You in my church, brother? He's like, oh, I gotta do this. Took him on down to the station, man.
Go ahead.
What kind of charges could they bring on him?
Disturbing the peace.
Yeah.
There's another thing is causing something, an uproar or like hate speech they can get you with, but like causing some type of disturbance is another thing.
Now you something to bring you back somewhere.
Yeah. Anytime you making a whole bunch of people, 20, 30 people mad and angry and causing a mob, you're going to jail, bro, because they know what's about to happen. The next thing you know, they don't want a whole mob of people ripping somebody apart in the middle of the street. Hey, that's hard to bring to court. To bring 50, 60 people to court, and charge all of them and throw them in jail. And they got a heavy case against the government. You got 50 people standing in unison and saying they're justified. Hey, Esau don't want to deal with that, man. You got it, brother.
See, 2 Timothy 3, verse 3, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers.
Yeah, so they're not league with nothing. Basically, like, the little stuff, sun is shining, breathe, wake up, see, hear. You don't have no numbness. You're not sick. You don't have cancer. They forget about all these things, man. You come fucking brute beast. Yep. God police on me. Drop that.
Continuing on, it says express the concern that social media platforms have become tools that are ripping apart the social fabric of how society works.
Yeah, the girl next door, she don't want to talk because she talking to somebody.
She got an OnlyFans account.
She got an OnlyFans account.
But she don't talk to regular guys.
Yeah, you gotta join her subscription for what, $10.50 a month.
Yeah.
And then she talk to you on there. But when she come outside, she ain't talking to you. It's just fucking retarded. And then you have guys that's in your neighborhood. They'll play video games, but when they coming outside doing like manual things or laborious things, it's nothing else. This is true. Oh man, yeah.
This goes into that.
Coping mechanisms.
Why they looking at flop?
No, you got it. No, Esau has caused a lot of trauma on these people. All those strategic measures that Esau did, that was all going into the New World Order agenda, was to make people fucked up like this. Then give them dopamine and coping mechanism that basically would just keep people more secluded and more controlled.
These people are like, I'm not high, I'm not smoking crack, I'm not sniffing, I'm not popping no pills.
That's another thing. A lot of us, the biggest drug is food. Yeah. It tastes so good, you know it's bad for like Skittles. Mm-hmm. Skittles, you shouldn't eat Skittles. Eating fucking meat, what is it? Fucking steaks every day. Yeah. McDonald's every day. It tastes so good. Yep. Makes you feel so good. It puts me to sleep right after. Yeah. Milkshakes and shit.
I'm gonna read this and then you can jump into that dopamine definition. This is the short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops we've created, and this is a former VP of Facebook. All right, it says
and remember, Esau has scientists. We always go into this. Esau has scientists that have studied the brain. He knows all what sparks, what goes on, the chemical dopamine effect. Remember what it said. Esau, the Lord told this man he's wiser than Daniel, man. Made a diligent search, man. How he know how Who do you think? My bad. How do you think he knows what to put out there to fuck with the people? And it's been a marvelous work.
It says the short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops we created are destroying how society works. Now go into that definition of dopamine real quick, y'all.
It's a dopamine Wikipedia definition. Neuromodulatory molecule that plays several important roles in cells. It is an organic chemical of catatopamine. Dopamine constitutes about 80% of catatopamine content in the brain.
Yeah.
What's that word?
I don't know that word. Catatopamine.
Best believe he saw them study all of it.
Which has a heavy hand in dopamine has a heavy hand in addiction. You know, that's how people get addicted from porn. People get addicted from social media, like we're going into different things, food, you know, all types of things, even drugs. You know, it's that addiction that dopamine formed in the brain, and they're now producing that. Well, they've been doing it for quite some time now by the way of social media. So these people, they don't think that they have an addiction because they don't do these particular hard drugs or pop pills or do this and do that. But they're addicted off of what society is presented before them, man. They're addicted from social media, what they see in the news. Okay, and that's a beautiful. And Esau said that you know that's a beautiful word. You know, an addiction that you don't know you're addicted.
That's the best drug out.
A drug that you don't know exists.
Hey, look, I got that word catatopamine. Yep, it says here drug. It's a drug.
Yeah,
look, it says a drug.
Yeah. So they're producing a drug in your brain that you are addicted to. That's why people when they wake up.
What drugs?
I'm gonna finish reading before you make your point, brother. It says catecholamines are hormones made by your adrenaline gland.
See that?
Two glands located above your kidneys.
Study this, man. This nigga accurate research on animals, niggas that die. On niggas that just disappear, Jake that just go missing, they take and they do studies on, man. You know, how do you think they was able to control our people like they do? They study this for research. You know?
It says these hormones are released into the body in response to physical or emotional stress.
That brand new song, feel so good. And repeat, man.
It says the main types of catecholamines are dopamine, norepinephrine. I don't even know how to say these damn words.
Yeah, but it went
words are unsayable.
Yeah, it went into adrenaline. You know, these people when they get up in the morning, they got to jump on social media, Instagram, Facebook to get that adrenaline rush, that adrenaline high. And when they look at the light, they hit the heart button. Oh my God, I got 178 likes. I'm gonna have a big day today. You know what?
Don't get it.
Yeah. You know, let's try again today and see if I can get more likes.
Especially with the women. That's why they made this society go for women. And even going into Zerubbabel in First Edges, the 4th chapter, he talks about, you know, it's not what is wicked ruling, wicked men and so forth. It's women, and that's why, you know, he turned this whole society and made it appeasable for women. Made it for women. You know, so it's easy to control a fucking woman or her, how emotional she is, and then you make the man fucking weak as hell. You make him chase it, because it goes back to that drug. Lord knows what he was doing. That feeling when you about to nut and you put your seed in that woman, hey man, that's a feeling that you have to change. You will lose it, man. That's why men get addicted to porn. It's because of that goddamn porn. Esau knows that because the Lord made that to a man to express that feeling because he wanted to what? Children. Families to be created, children to be created. He told our people to be fruitful and multiply. But he uses Esau uses all these things and he makes it demonic, man. You know?
I want to continue in this article real quick. It says the short-term dopamine-driven feedback loops we create are destroying how society works, according to a report from The Verge Interactions such as liking a photograph or favoriting a tweet are perhaps more about short-term gratification than the basis for meaningful communication and relationships.
I'm not mistaken. So people rather like the short term instead of the long term.
Yeah.
So basically, just like you said, woman love, they just in there for the feeling, for the moment. And that's the majority of guys now too. It's just for the moment. Nobody here in America thinks about the future. They think about the now, what's going on now. But then that's why when they get later on in life, that's when they want to join the fucking lynch mob and everybody that's talking truth now, man. That's why everybody's mad at us because now we hitting everybody with the truth.
Yeah.
And this is why the Lord had made the laws, statutes, commandments, so things like this wouldn't fucking happen.
Right.
That's why we're telling the so-called white man's a fucking devil, but he's capitalizing off all the dysfunction
right.
of the people on earth, man.
Yeah. These people are only concerned about the here and now. That's why you got niggas out here smoking cigarettes.
And that's why, and that's how. See, Esau doesn't really has a religion. His religion is lust, feeling, feel good. And once he got you turned out, you all bugged out, confused sexually, in the illusion of liberty and freedom, and you're free. That's how he controls you.
Yeah.
He take everything from. Because you're not once you just bugged out and feel you just. That's why you got niggas talking about I love myself. I love myself. All this. I'm trying to just figure out myself, love myself. What the fuck are you talking about? But the whole time, society's coming right in front of you. Everybody's, Esau has fucked up everybody.
Yeah, that's how this devil got these people addicted to cigarettes, man. Yeah. You think Esau just put up some tobacco and a piece of paper and rolled it up and called it a cigarette? No, there's a whole lot more chemicals. You have to be a chemist to work in these particular labs that at the hierarchy of these labs to put these cigarettes together, man. You got to be a chemist to work in these soda shops, man. To work for Pepsi, to be able to handle the product, you have to have a chemist degree, man. Because it's more than what meets the eye, man. It goes right back into that dopamine, man. And here it is, they'll put on the back of these cigarette packs that if you smoke this product, you will get cancer. That you'll die when you 20 years later.
You'll get cancer.
This nigga said, here now.
We die one day. We all
short-term
gotta die.
gratification. Ooh, I got that feeling.
And they know it's wrong.
James Brown. You know what I'm saying?
I saw Elon like today pull over a food line to like a cut. Go in the back seat in the trunk. Pull out a Marlboro. Go pull one out. Go in the cut. Smoke that shit. Put it back in the trunk and pull off. I said, damn. Yo. Is he ashamed of his family knows something? If it was that bad, stop. They found out this. And he was a dark Elamite too, man.
He had to spray on cologne and mouthwash.
Yeah. He got to drive a whole hour to get the smell out.
Yeah. He said, honey, that's what's
What's the smell?
I said, well, I was around, Rob from the shop. I told him, man.
Yeah,
and they're constantly chasing that feeling. It goes right into that dopamine what the brother brought out. After they get that cigarette high, man, an hour, 2 hours later, they feel worse than before that.
Now, can we go back to separate
Con.
You go to go back to who's holding again.
I was still in this article, but we can jump out of this
no.
Second Timothy.
Matter of fact, hold it. Go back.
Con. It says it says whose research looks at social media to futurism.
That's why Jake, again, they chase that nigga culture because it's a dopamine release. Because Esau gives you an image and he gives you some type of gratification for being like that. But at the end of it is life or death or in prison. But now here it is, Jake see that niggas died in Jay behind being a nigga, being a thug, being a rapper. So Jake still want it. Jake still do it. That's a drug. Black Ops is a drug.
Yeah, that's that push that these
a rapper's a drug. They teach drugs. They know if you're fucking a woman that are no good, you gotta get security. When do you know fucking other music have to go get top-notch security to walk you through for you to have a fucking concert. Yeah. You got Edomites that have mosh pits that are, they don't die, Legit, rapper gunned down in such and such,
Yeah, by his witchcraft, he can make poison look like like healthy food, man. That's something you get out the house to these people, right? I'm gonna keep reading. It says she emphasized that today's
McDonald's, they got the healthy menu. Ain't nothing changed. It's still McDonald's.
It says she emphasized that today's social media platforms allow for anyone's message to be heard, amplified, and given credibility. This can allow for anything from small-scale cases of cyberbullying to much broader harassment campaigns to take root. It says, this is funny. It says, we've seen that terrorist groups have used the likes of Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube in an attempt to attract new recruits. I wonder who they're talking about in that. Because what real so-called terrorist organization is, it's really seeking out people on social media platforms. Like, come on, man. If you're a terrorist organization, you're against the so-called government. How are you going to use the so-called government platform? So, really, they're talking about this wisdom, knowledge, truth that is being pushed all over the four corners of the earth via YouTube, and these different social media platforms because, technically we're on all these social media platforms, not that we upload to these platforms, but people take our videos, clip them, and also ride by us and get video footage and put us on these different particular platforms. People come up to us all the time and say, I saw y'all on Twitter, I saw y'all on Instagram, I saw y'all, and we're like, well, we don't even upload to those particular platforms. It says smartphone usage has been linked to teen depression and suicide, although there are now attempts to use artificial intelligence. That's pretty much it on that article. Basically just going into how they use social media to influence, the masses of the people, and it's all geared to the MOTV, like we always say, over here at Great Millstone, all roads lead to that MOTV, man. And whether you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans believe it or not, it's about to be pushed on a very, very high level, man. And everything's going to be circled around that electronic device, man. Okay, social media, business, food, employment, health. All right, the MOTV is going to be pushed very heavy under the umbrella of health and science, man. Okay, safety. All right, as well as convenience. You got it, brother.
The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh.
Because what do we teach out here? You repent and walk in the spirit, in a contrite spirit. Because if you high-minded, if you can't know nothing, you'll think your shit don't stick. And if you, again, have a warlike mindset, you would know it's a certain way you have to walk. Because in war, what happens? You can lose your fucking leg. You can lose your head. You can get hurt. You can get stamped upon. You can get devoured, man. So it's a certain way you have to walk. And if you know you're in war, you will walk accordingly, man. If you're high-minded, you can't be told nothing. If you're high-minded, you don't want to hear anything. You can't be correct. Now we tell our people, to repent and come back wholehearted to Yahweh Shem Shah. Because what Esau is giving you, Esau got minds out here. He's telling you there's no minds out here. But he sets them up every fucking day for you to walk on it and he get developed. Remember, what was that? Bad Boy? Who's Bad Boy that in the last part? It was that face. One time on day, and it was going through the mind. Yeah. And dude, let it shoot, I think, the mountain of will. He stuff in the mom. That's Esau. This is America, man. That's why the scripture says, what is it? Psalms, don't walk in the valley of the shadow of death, man. This is the valley of the shadow of death, man. Death everywhere.
Right? I mean, the minds the brothers talking about, the literal landmines the brothers talking about is women. You know what I'm saying? Wicked niggas, philosophy, the wine of Babylon, possibility, blood,
flesh, what feels good, dopamine. Like the brother brought out, man.
That's right.
Everything is about it's just a feel good. But all these podcasts, everybody talking about something. It make me happy. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy. I wasn't. I feel. I feel. And my feel. There's no logical moment. You know. It's all about what a feel good fucking moment. People do shit now only because it makes them feel good. If it can make them feel good, there's no repercussion. But then when you're old and alone, get later down the road, that's when it seeps in, it sets in, and now you regret doing it. But it's too late now. What is it in second first Timothy 6, it tells about for the love of money has been a root of all evil. Many people have pierced themselves. And that's what we start teaching. That illusion of getting rich, getting fame, feeling good all the time. If you get money, you'll feel good. You will always be happy. You would never have a dull moment, a down moment. No. You got it, bro.
Yeah, and the thing is, he pushes that, but the thing is, he never wants you to be happy. He never wants you to be satisfied. Because if you're happy and you're satisfied, you're not going to continue to chase. You're not going to continue to strive after that ladder of success. You're not going to continue to seek after a piece of that American pie, man. He wants you constantly in that rat race. He wants you constantly on the move. He wants you constantly chasing something better. That's why you'll have multimillionaires, even billionaires, constantly chasing, more and more money, more and more billions. They'll tell you themselves that they're not satisfied. And they'll tell you that's the key to success, so to speak, is to never be satisfied, man. Because that's how the so-called white man wants you, man. He wants you to store up a whole bunch of money in your bank account and seek more and never to enjoy it. Because at the end of the day, he knows it's all going back into his pocket, man. And he knows it's all coming to an end, man. Like the brother Karab likes to bring out, frequently. It's funny how as soon as you retire, all of a sudden you come up with a sudden illness or disease, man. All the money that you work for, everything you got in your bank account, well, we need that. You got cancer. $160,000 chemotherapy.
I hate to bring you bad news. Sit down. We got 6 months to live.
Well, you got to report that.
Mr. Johnson, fortunately, has stage pancreatic, prostate cancer.
Right.
You don't got 2 months to live.
Any
last words or any?
It almost be better not to know this shit. Matter of fact, if I got something death, just don't tell me.
That's why Jake
keep on going my life.
That's why
I feel good.
That's why Jake. They even had this in the Jamie Foxx show. He never wanted to get the doctor. And they say he had cancer and shit. But that was Jake. I'll never forget. I remember a lot of Jake men always say they don't go to the doctor because every time they go there, it's bad.
And that's why Esau pushed heavy to your monthly and yearly checkups. They push that heavily, especially amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Just look at these old people, man. Look at your grandmother, even your mother, your grandfather. They're constantly, I got to do my weekly checkup. Doctor said I should do this.
They always fucking
heavy,
sick.
Bro. Because Esau pushed that heavy during their time period.
Now you go to the doctor, but you're fucking weight, you're obese.
They don't tell you that.
But they keep telling you problem. Keep telling you everything fucking no.
Yeah.
They don't tell you your fat ass.
You're overweight.
Fucking run.
They say your prescription is a treadmill, gym membership, water, and health food only. 5 times a week, treadmill this amount of time. That's your prescription.
Eat breakfast.
Stop eating all this crazy shit, man. Chips, gummy bears, Skittles. Stop eating that shit, man.
Smoking.
You got these people that buy their kids snack little candy, gummy bears and all this, and then when their kids get older, they got health problems. Man, you contributed to that shit, man. And then you'll take them to the dentist. So here it is. You pay for your kids to go to the dentist, but at the same time, you pay for your kids. We'll bring out your candy Skittles, sour Skittles at that. After they take something as a harmful Skittles and make it worse, coated in sugar. Say, you know what, sour Skittles. And if this man ain't the devil, I don't know who is. Y'all gonna have to bring a particular nation up and present him as the devil that the Bible speaks of.
And just like Rose could had a hard time saying the dopamine effect.
Yeah,
they got shit in what you're eating, but you can't pronounce.
Yep.
It's fucking everything up inside your mind and your brain, man. But what? It's too good. It just, I gotta, like I said, you can't just eat one chip. The MSG, they dump it with MSG. And the MSG makes you just like what is it? It instantly strikes your, what is it? The release hormone to make you want more.
Yep. Go dopamine, man.
Dopamine. It stimulates.
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead. That's why we tell our people, man, that's why you have to be, wanting to listen to the videos, want to read, want to be around brothers, be on the feed or chat, it's stay in the spirit. Because once you start losing the spirit, you start going into the world, that's when you're going to get devoured, man. Because again, you can't Elder Pashawi talks about this, man. The world is strong, man. And it's strong because everybody is indulged in it, man. Everybody, their heads are down, they're through, they're chasing some type of ladder of success, and they're not getting nowhere, man. I got you got it.
This is going right into what the brother's talking about. This is 1 Peter 5:8.
Huh?
It says, "Be sober, be vigilant."
Sober, be vigilant. We want to got it.
It says, "Because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about."
Because again, he wants to keep that birthright. So underneath the illusion of you're just free and do whatever, fuck yourself up. I can just birthright is in my hand. But knowing, damn, Jacob, he has woken up. My goddamn brother Jacob's coming.
He
has get off my hill.
Hey, yo.
Get off my hill.
Yeah.
And like the scripture said, Esau's the end of the world. Jacob is beginning to follow. And we're pulling this down, his infrastructure down through the truth, man. And he wants to try to take our hand and kick it off him. But no, we're pulling this bitch down with the spirit of Yahweh. Got it?
It says,
with a vigilant mind. Being vigilant means what? Being circumspect, man. Being on point, knowing that you're at war, having that war set mind. So you're not going to be out here eating fast food. You're going to run. You're going to try to take care of your body. You're going to try to stay in the spirit. You're going to be around brothers. You're going to be other around men that's like-minded like you. Even women that's in the truth. You're going to be around other women that's like-minded like you. We all know if you hang around niggas, what's like the thing? You're going to hang around people. You are as who you hang out with.
Hey, it says there's a saying that says you are what you eat.
Yep.
And you are who you
company with.
Yeah.
So you don't hang out with crackheads, but you want to smoke crack?
Nah,
everybody around smoke that crack pipe.
You get lumped in.
Now this is my buddy.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
You get lumped in. They see you with a bunch of crackheads, guess what? You're a crackhead. If they see you with the Israelite, guess what? You're an Israelite. Yeah. I saw you. What did they say?
Don't Esau say, what is it, conspiracy?
Yeah.
And they give you automatic 5 years for?
Yeah. What did she say? What did the woman say to the disciple? Was it Peter? She's saying you were one of those followers, and he denied the Lord.
Yeah. Because she saw him with him.
Yeah. So she loved him. Then she might have not heard what particularly Peter might have been saying per se, but she saw him with Yahweh Shah the disciple, man. So you get lumped into that category, man. Look at gang violence, man.
Scripture.
Yeah, look at gang violence, man. When one gang rolls on another gang, they don't take the time to sort out. All right, are you with them? What's your name? Do you represent the Crip?
Hold on. He said, all right, you're gonna run the footage back.
Yeah, they spray the whole block.
Right there with him. Mm-hmm. That you have something to say.
Exactly.
5 years.
Yeah, people go to jail for that all the time. A crime happened, and you just were with the person, or sometimes you were in the car. My cousin got locked up, years ago, and he was just in the car, and then 2 or 3 of his homeboys jumped out, robbed, and killed somebody, and jumped back in the car, and he said he really ain't know nothing about it, and gave him 20 years for that.
What they said? What's I think it's a word, it's another word for it. Basically, you know, the wrong
Guilty
person
by
all the time.
association.
Guilty by association.
Yep.
Yep.
They said guilty.
In
Esau
America,
said we ain't taking the time out and using all the time and
Yeah.
money to find out what type of conspiracy you had involved in.
and Jake, as being us, you guilty to prove innocent anyway.
Right.
You ain't no innocent to prove guilty. You're guilty to prove innocent.
Right.
You got it, bro. Oh,
I'm keep reading. Yeah. It says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion."
What? You know that power, this that's been given to him. He said, "Damn, this ain't. I can't keep. I can't keep the birthright. I can't get it back. Fuck this shit. I'm going out with a bang now. Man. Now I want everybody to go down with me. I'm a sore loser. You know, Esau's a sore loser. But what does he? What does he? That's why Esau fucks up the like, he fucks up the mental. He wants you fucked up mentally. You know, because once you're broken mentally, man, it's easy to control. When you chasing, when you're broken, you're constantly trying to chase things that feel good to you. So you can try to forget about the wicked things you've done and all the devastation things. That's why again Esau makes everything hard. You barely pay your rent, you barely get food. You know that you have kids or a family, they're all fucked up in disarray. There's a constant picking. Esau leaves you in a hopeless field. If you don't have a sure mind, man, you something very progressive.
It says, "As a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour."
That's right. Hey, what you always say that boys always go into it. Knowledge, wisdom, and understanding should be really focused at the right time. You got it.
It says, verse 9, "Who resists steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world."
That's what we tell them. You have to resist. Temptation, the urges. You know, whatever you see on TV, you see what other people are doing. You have to resist that. But again, Esau makes being a whore cool. Esau makes not being a man seem cool. Being a pushover, being weak. Not, and again, it's even in the so-called black women, our mothers, to even push their little boys to just be soft and weak. And it's like it's second nature. So this whole society is geared for pleasure. All these songs is taught pleasure. Even going back to the Motown era, it's all about pleasure.
I got to put this. This is Isaiah 10:1. It says, "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed."
That's right.
Basically, what the brother's going into, man. They have wrote grievousness. They have also decreed unrighteous laws and decrees. They have pushed a wicked vibration all over the four corners of the earth, man, especially amongst you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. They're constantly having you erring, going off, or going against the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Also not knowing who you are.
That's why, again, this takes some discipline. How you call it? Cutting things off. Stop. It's probably not going to be pleasurable on these things. And see, that's why it seems as if we putting Jake in a bind. That's why they don't want to have nothing to do with the truth. But now they know they have to change. They have to have some discipline. Because here in America, Jake has been, pampered, catered to, given Section 8, given assistance. See, me and Rod talk about this all the time. Section 8 brings a lot of bad behavior, bad mentality, aid and assistance, government assistance. Because again, if Jake had to really depend on each other, you would have to really work out problem solving skills. You have to learn how to really be a nation and work towards being around each other. See, if this society wasn't like it was, men and women really had to work together. If women needed men, they really would have to have work problem solving with their men. But Esau gave everybody a fucking outlet of aid and assistance. Now nobody needs each other. Everybody had the illusion that you don't need each other. And that's why everybody has a disdain for each other. It has bred a lot of bad intentions. That's what government sexually has done, especially starting with so-called black man and woman. Got it.
We'll read that again. Isaiah 10:1. "Woe to them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And the reason they're able to do this is what is it? Micah the second chapter. You know, because it is in the power of their hands, man. You know, Yahweh Shem Yahushua set this devil up in that position to have the power to be able to do that, man.
Look, the sinning, they don't care about you, man. They don't look at it. Your men out there, they still look at it. They still want pleasure. You know, Esau really wants that birthright.
Yeah.
You know? He lost, boy. He lost. Man. It was never for you.
I'm going to a brother can hold Psalms 94 and 22. We jump to Micah chapter 2 real quick. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it.
We start going to the left hand heaven to stir these spirits up, demons up, to unleash them on the people. Man. You know, Esau really had witches and warlocks out here. Man.
Yep.
You know, conjuring demons on people. Man. So that's why you look at this community, that shit is very demonic, man. You can see those spirits and those demons on them people. Man. You had a nigga, a dude sent me a video about a nigga named Marco Fleming. That nigga was out there, big jail house nigga. This nigga out there, he was scared of Edomite, man. He was like, yeah, I basically take and this and that. He was like, what about you? You single? He said, you know, he's scared. Again, our people are fucked the fuck out, man. You know? Jacob wicked, man. Got it?
It says they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
You can tell, you know, these niggas that get that's the whole point of, you know, throwing Jake in prison, man. You can turn Jake out. You know? That jail doesn't help anybody. And the scriptures the scriptures and laws on beating people and really punishment over certain things that happen amongst the people. A lot of people really supposed to be put the fucking death for certain things they do. You know, especially on murder, homicide. What is scripture 242 eye for an eye?
You should be able to request a death penalty.
Yeah.
That'd be the right thing. If you get something, you know, is a crime according to the scriptures that can result in death. You know, why do 100 years in prison, life in prison? At your honor, can I request? Have a special request. Just give me the death penalty.
I murdered.
And that's how wicked Esau. Esau is so wicked. He won't allow you to request it. Oh, you want to die? Oh, hold on, nigga. No, you gotta go suffer in our prison for 100 years.
25 years.
3 life terms. So when you die, come back and die again and come back, you'll still be in jail. How about that? You know? Y'all thought the death penalty was the worst penalty. You were wrong. 25 to life is worse than death. You know?
They have a nigga. They ain't have a nigga like that in there.
It's in there, bro.
And he man, he probably taking men, all types of man. That shit's wicked as hell, man. You know?
They want you to have a little hope, they'll dangle parole over your head.
Yeah,
you're eligible for parole in 15 years.
Then they'll throw somebody like a measly traffic ticket in a cell with him, and who God knows what happened. That dude took a knife to the you know that happened to my cousin.
The guards, the CEOs in the prisons are renegades, bro. They're fucking what do they call it? You know, like they're really not governed over, man. They're basically, you know, they do stuff for financial gain, man.
Like mercy.
You know, yeah. Like the brother was going into, they'll you know, they'll use these particular men in prison, you know, to they'll throw them money, these drug lords, to do stuff to benefit these men in prison. And then also, if the guard don't like you, he might say something like that, man. You know, if I catch you doing that again, I will throw you in the cell with big CeeLo. You know what CeeLo do? And I'm gonna make sure nobody comes in there for 45 minutes. Yo, some wicked shit, bro. You know, and these CEOs let all that shit ride, man. You know, there's nothing but a fucking jungle in there, man. You thought the streets was a jungle. Hey, in some instances, they were worse than prison, man. You know.
Again, we saw promote that shit like
yeah. You know, there's no laws against the wild, crazy shit that happens in prison. Certain things you do in prison, you basically don't even receive any type of sentence or judgment, okay, in prison that you will receive out here in the regular world, man. That you done knifed somebody up, stabbed them, you know, raped them, robbed them, done some crazy act that you would have received 15 to 20 years out here. And there, you might not even, he saw this, what do they call it, the person who governs the prison, The warden might just look over all that. Just throw them back properly. Put them in the hole, put the hole. And don't bring up no new charges, you know. And that's a miracle for you, man. I think it was on Psalms 94. Yeah, 94 and 20. I think, yeah, that's what
The book of Psalms 94 and 20, shall the throne of iniquity have fellowship with thee, which frameth mischief by a law.
Yep. Right, and that's how Esau gets away. He forms things as laws. He's justified. You got the simple people know it's wrong to be like, well, it's law. It's the law. Yeah. No.
It's pride in his law.
Yeah.
Pride in his countenance.
You know, Esau will set up catastrophes, break country, you know, then send aid, then set up laws. Now he's justified. You know? Esau's a fucking wicked. Yo, this man is wicked, man. You know? And you know, everybody wants peace and wants some type of comfortability, but he would never get it underneath himself. Because he can do anything he wants underneath the skies of law. But when he comes down at us, his law is anti-Semitic. He's making it a law. He go against it, he can punish you. Right? That's what Esau does. Well, once he wants to get you, he frames it. He makes a catastrophe happen, a smoke screen. He'll make up a graded player, throw him out there, demonize him. And then he make a law behind it. Well, see, you act like this. You get any more. This is the anti. Everything anti this, anti that. And we're coming for you. You get your accounts, seed your money, etc. That's why, again, going back to MOTV. That's why once you put that out there, that's easy control.
Yeah, that's gonna be
backed
framed.
up, cut it off.
Done. Yeah, that MOTV is gonna be framed. Going into that frame, it's basically stamping it on the wall.
And then everybody's comfortable now seeing drones fly around. It doesn't it doesn't bother anybody. Once you get that MOTV in
you have your own personal drone.
Yeah, drones gonna be in the air, going AI robots out here.
Yeah.
So if you say you try to do bad, it ain't gonna see all that cop shit. That's going out the door. You're gonna have robots that's gonna patrol these streets, and you try to do something, that motherfucker gonna fly to you, man. Or a drone gonna come to you. It might do something to you, man.
Esau's gonna have a designated drone for each one that sees the MOTV. Designated program to your electronic device, man. At all times, they can just send it out from headquarters. They think you're getting out of line. All of a sudden, you're gonna see that shit live in the
This goes back on like the game Watch Dogs, that Steven Seagal movie. I forgot the name of it. Man, it had a drone in the fucking head scanning every damn body. No? Yeah. That shit was back in the day. No?
I think it was like early 2000.
Oh, us. Oh, goodness. That's why you had to take a stand for something. So we definitely know it ain't no point for us taking that because we have to push it. Our mindset is dying. So even our thought process that drone will be able to detect. Oh, you're taking anti, cut them off. So that's no control. I mean, that's take control over us, man. So you might as well just go ahead and die. Accept death. Take a stand, just like Eleazar, no?
I got a quick recap about this change of laws. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. We know it's talking about Israel.
That's a malfunction. That's a malfunction waiting to happen. You know, through the MOTP, but you still gonna get Israel. You still want to come back. Man, they're gonna see that, detect it, cut everything off. You can't leave the house.
But they
but
the system and its government and the spirit of Antioch.
This is Daniel 8:25.
Might be Joe Biden coming back and reincarnating.
Oh yeah, even the first Maccabee, that's pleasurable, right? You said everybody needs. That sounds good. That sounds like pleasure.
Come with us.
This comes one. Everybody's equal. It's no more. Different. Now, come on, man. This let us. We're in power. But this don't think about it. This forget everything. This all this comes together. That peace of harmony.
I'm starting up. This is Daniel 8:23. And in the latter time of their kingdom, When their transgressions are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance and understanding, dark shall stand up. So like, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and holy people. That's what he started doing to us. Verse 25 is the point. And through his policy, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes.
By aid, trying to bring peace to the world, to the earth, like, promoting himself. Right?
It says, and he shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. And that prince of princes is Yahweh.
Could you start that over again real quick?
Which one? 25?
Yeah, the one when you talked about craft. I got a precept for into that.
And this Daniel 8:25, and through his policy, also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand.
Yeah, MLTP gonna come to his hand.
And it says for craft, it says deceit.
That's it.
I got a quick precept on that. Let's see here. Let's start. This is Psalms 83. Let's start in verse 3. It says, they have taken, let's start in verse 2. It says,
what says, his sins shall reach up to the heavens.
Let's start in verse 2. It says, for lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and a consultant against thy hidden one. You go ahead, jump right back into that, bro.
We are the hidden ones. All right. The world did not know that we were the Israelites. Now through the mercy of Yahweh, we know who we are. And more specifically, those are the real hidden ones, man. Because they're out there doing what it is that needs to be done to glorify the name of Yahweh. But the whole point of us reading those last couple of scriptures is he saw his ways. They're crafty, man. All right. You cannot trust the devil for anything. The scripture say that we shall go to the one of all things for our enemy for the one of all things, but we got to be circumspect when we're doing it. All right, we can't go to either think that we can get entertained or not have to go behind no back doors and take nothing up the back door. No African have to possibly go through sacrifice and shit like that. You can't trust in the devil. I know you have.
Oh, were you done with that
Yeah,
one? Oh, God, yeah, I got enough. Psalms 141. It says, deliver me, O Lord, from the evil man, preserve me from the violent men, which imagine mischiefs in their heart. Continually are they gathered together for war. They have sharpened their tongues like a serpent. Adder's poison is under their lips. Keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings.
See that? Because our whole going is to worship Yahweh, walk in the spirit of righteousness, now upright. Esau wants everybody to walk in the state of lewdness, lasciviousness, covetousness, wickedness, this being a freak. That's why they push everything as being, when you look at America, just lust, no control. Look at everybody, man. You look freaked out, you look fucked out, man. You gotta, why would a man that look at you don't know you just laughing? That don't sit right. Man, it's nice shit. Got it?
It says, keep me, O Lord, from the hands of the wicked. Preserve me from the violent man who have proposed to overthrow my goings.
And Esau known as the Lord's sword, man. Only the Yahweh Shaki keep you away from this man, So they keep you in a mental state that you can, persevere in these times.
It says, the proud have hid a snare for me, and cords they have spread a net by the wayside. They have set gins for me. I said unto the Lord, thou art my power, Yahweh. Hear the voice of my supplications, O Lord. O Yahweh, the Lord, the strength of my salvation. Thou hast covered my head in the day of battle. Grant not, O Lord, the desires of the wicked. Further not his device, lest they exalt themselves. You got it, brother.
Hey, give me finish Galatians 5.
Oh, you can let it bite you. You can speak it out.
Y'all already called. Y'all already called. Y'all don't need to stand up higher.
Sorry, bro.
There you got it.
The book of Galatians chapter 5 and 17. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit,
Appreciate it, bro.
and the spirit against the flesh.
supposed to be the stone?
Yep.
All right, bro.
And these are contrary one to another, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would.
Look, you got it? My back, we got it again?
Galatians chapter 5 and 17.
Uh-huh.
For the flesh lusteth against the spirit.
Uh-huh. If
And
you don't have discipline of controlling yourself, you'll let that flesh basically win over the spirit, or just dominate you. You just live in like a pleasure, you know. Just doing whatever you want, doing whatever makes you feel good, you know. Again, if you have no discipline, you think eating McDonald's every day, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and go to the store and buy some sodas, buy some chicken, and buy some pork ribs. You think that's okay? Then, you know, when you look at yourself, you're fat, you're overweight. You say, I'm still cute. Nothing wrong. I'm not hurting. Still wake up in the morning. Still go to work, make some money. I don't care. That's that's what the flesh wants you to believe. You know? Got it?
And the spirit against the flesh.
Uh-huh.
And these are contrary one to another,
Mm-hmm.
so that ye cannot do the things that you would.
Yep. Esau wants you to be freaked out. You freak. That's how you control it. You take everything from you, your rights, you know, your ability to have a house, pay rent, everything. But here it is. At least you get to have some. You know? Got it?
Chapter 18. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law.
That's how Esau wants you to feel. Walk around bugged out. You got it.
Verse
Set
19.
them up on that corner. Or the corner. Or it's free. Put her idea. You got it.
Chapter 19. So
I got
like now, the works of the flesh are manifested, which are these: adultery, fornication.
and that's heavy. Heavy for them, especially in America. That's the song open. You know? You got it.
Uncleanness, lasciviousness,
Song desire, lewdness. You got it. They're uncontrollable. So they don't, again, Esau, the so-called white man, government, the elites, they want everybody to have an uncontrollable spirit about themselves. Just go around doing whatever they want. See, but when that's real harmful for men, because once men have this mindset of just pleasure and pleasure, that's bad for society. That's why Esau could bring in, going back to those laws, they could bring in to set up new laws, strategic plans, policies. See, men are evil, men are corrupt. Look at them. They're murdering people, they're bugged out, they're controlling women, they're hitting women, they're beating women. They can put all this shit on TVs, and show all these fake news and men doing this. And while the whole time, they can scare women. Now women say men are evil and cruel. And women that have want nothing to do with us here. But in the whole time, hey, that's what Esau wants. And he take everything from you and bring in the new world order. Got it? So men has to be on point. But Esau tell you a man to be emotional. He can be an expert discriminating. Sensitive side, Got it?
verse 20.
Huh?
Idolatry, witchcraft,
Idolatry. Yeah. That's why they create players. What is it? Jay Moran. Who we have out there? These new rap girls, Megan Thee Stallion, every goddamn song she's fucking Ice Spice. Where the hell she come from? That bitch from New York, bitch. That Ice, everybody, Ice, headphone. Megan Thee Stallion, every song she got, she taking something from a dude, don't need a nigga, but she taking something from somebody. What's just that? These girls are so strong and independent, but they got their hand up.
Doesn't make sense. You got it.
Yeah, a lot of these niggas is straight out the cologne lab. What is not the cologne? Cloning. Straight out the cloning lab, right?
Be programming your mind.
Yep.
Then
Mind
they put you
control.
out there.
Yeah, the mind control.
Then they already know that these rappers, they don't rap like they don't lyrics. You got ghostwriters. So they already have an agenda for the industry looking for you. Like from the area they claim to be. They already been in the plant. They waiting for the time to give the image to, the promotion to, give them the spotlight. And they push and they give them the fame and the status, the money. Next is going to be the MOTV look, the fashion of that. And they're going to unleash it on the people. The people going to wholeheartedly fall for it and follow to your death. So that's it. You got it.
Witchcraft, hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, seditions, and heresy.
Yep. So that's what you're getting out here. But again, if you're not a disciplined man, even women that's in this too, you're not disciplined, man. You're gonna fall right for it. And that's what Esau wants in this world. Because through all these, these vows, that's how you always push for. Going down. You know? This nigga wants to blindly control you underneath his, that his birthright he's trying to hold over. It's not gonna work. But I'm gonna go ahead and switch to the next reader.
No, if I could put on that emulation, right? When you go to that word, it means like copy what you see, what they do. All these Babylonians that doing what they see. These little kids on TikTok, they're mimicking what they see, the dances. The women are mimicking the wigs. Women ain't start wearing wigs until what, Little Kim shit like that.
I remember hearing that one video. He had a green one on, a blue one on. He had a green one on, a blue one on, the other one. I went and picked up my son's grandma's outfit.
Yeah, that's the truth. That's the truth. See, women, they don't want to deal with the fact that Isaiah, somebody put the scab on their crown, the crown of their head. They don't want to deal with that, so they try to find a cover. That goes into finding a cover amongst these other nations, right? Amongst different powers. Esau still gets so pickle with you. The most High made you bald headed so you would look in the mirror and say, damn, I've sinned. Let me repent. But they don't do that. They become more bold and proud.
Did you want us to hold something?
Oh, get forward. There's nothing wrong with a righteous emulation. If you want to emulate righteousness, you want to emulate men that follow up the paths of Yahweh Shah. That's why the scriptures say, what Paul told us in Corinthians, he said, be followers of me as I am of Yahweh Shah. You know? But when you're left without the Lord, what are you left with? The world.
Bad example.
Yep, bad example. Nipsey Hussle told you to invest in cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is going to be tied to the, you know what? The Quran. So if Nipsey Hussle, your idol, he told you to get that crypto, what you going to get? The Quran. So you don't want to fall into these worldly ass niggas. These niggas are after their own lust. He just want to get enough riches so he can fuck with many minutes. Yep. Jay-Z.
That nigga coming out about P. Diddy.
That nigga, man, he's a demon.
Yeah, that nigga is joke.
They said this nigga Jamie. They said he might have something to do with Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx went on the
Exposed.
interview saying about the parties they be having.
That nigga is a joke.
You bring this out. This is Proverbs 12, starting at verse 1. Whoso loveth instruction, loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is rooted. Yeah, instruction is to lead, right? You gotta have proper leaders. You go to the military, you're instructed. Throw your ass out. They instruct you on your task for the day. I see Jake coming to truth, they don't want to instruct you.
Hey, that's why they lately, man, a lot of Jake, they know who we are. Now Jake hated about They built it this way, across the street. Well, because again, Esau gave up what? Pleasure. So again, going back to discipline, our people don't want no discipline. They want to be free. They want to be untamable. But again, it tells you that we Israel is stubborn. That's why you can't correct something. Even going back to what is Deuteronomy 18:21, but the bad son that doesn't want to do nothing, want to drink, eat, do nothing, you get rid of him.
They put it there.
Put it as a fucking death. That's what's going to happen to a lot of the 230. And they get put fucking death.
Well, it just goes to how to raise your son. It tells you when your son is big goofy, don't even smile at him. Don't even wink at his phone. You're supposed to be real strict with your son, contrary to what society teaches. Oh, he's just a boy, let him be a boy. No, he's supposed to bring him to be a man. That's right. Oh, that video I sent in the chat with the little boy on the phone.
Oh yeah, that's what's funny.
He held in the ball.
Yeah, he said, "Nah, I'm gonna go over there."
He said, "You go on back. I'm gonna have to use here. The cows got loose in the ball." He barely did. He's whistling at the cows, but he's instructing in a way to lead the ball, to guide the ball.
Kid can really start doing a lot of things at 5, 6, 7 years old.
So you got some kids, 6 years old, 7 years old, big mama that left that crib, just want to stay young. They raising themselves because they're poor.
I remember my grandfather gave me a strict order. Cut the grass, make sure the house was clean. I was getting my ass beat. If I did it, I'd be looked out. If I didn't do it, hey, bust my ass.
Yeah.
I learned that very well. 7 years old, I was out there tending to the yard, tending to the house.
Yeah, I think the 90s kids like the last kids.
My grandfather.
Yeah, my grandma. I'm part of the last generation where you get a switch off the
tree.
God.
That's
your
real.
grandma whipped you with that. They had a pear tree in the front yard. Man, what?
Yeah,
You like my grandma house to be walked to. Yeah. Well, these kids, man, what? They don't even know about those. They don't know shit about spankers. And you made a beautiful point, coming to this truth. You should expect it to be, hard, rough, and you gotta, take guidance, and instruction. Jake, going back to the military, Jake enters into the military, and he expects it to be hard. He expects it, go through pain and strife, and have to take orders, from men that are set up over him. But here it is, you come into this wisdom, knowledge, and truth, and you expect it to be all fun and games and easy, man. But the scriptures say it's gonna be, you got to prepare your soul when you come into this thing, man. When you take hold of that plow, it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna have to take instruction and guidance, from the men that Yahweh Shem Yahushua set over you, man. And it's a very rough path, so to speak, man. You got it, buddy. Because you're entering into the Lord's army, man. Which is even more rough than or more harsh than even more harsh than Esau's military, man, so to speak.
Esau's military, man. One reason I got out, I could cuss that guy. So they started that shit up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish I would the parable teacher all spirit. Said, Lord, I knew you was an all spirit man, and I feared you. He's so scared, and nigga used an excuse why he didn't do the work. Because Jake do that though. Hey, too rough, man. I'm like, speaking me sometimes. But the scripture tell you be obedient, roughly paraphrase, be obedient to the rough and the so not every brother leads the same, not every leader instructs the same. But it's one mind, same doctrine. But you may have something a little more rough. You may have like false fire spirit, but you may have another that's more a little bit. You can't be like,
oh, man. My kid plantation, he a Jake. Me and him got to argue on the phone, cuss each other out. This morning, there's nothing happened.
I got a quick tweet.
Can't be emotional, huh?
Nah, he got that.
Get that real quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
Yeah, the scripture said, that he changed the judges, be instructed. Go ahead, bro. Read that. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms, chapter 2 and 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings, be instructed, ye judges of the earth.
Yeah, you gotta be instructed. You want to judge the earth, you have to be instructed on how to judge. Because if you're not instructed, you gonna judge it your way. Niggas are judging worse than the way you so judge that. Because we'll say, oh, let's get the kingdom now. Man, we had the kingdom now. Same shit. Drive-bys with garments on and corners. Yeah.
Underneath the black people's spirit.
Niggas will take 40s in the kingdom. Tupac with them. Tupac could be in a chariot. You know what I'm saying?
Doug, man.
Biggie posters. Get the fuck out of here, man. You gotta be instructed by the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shah. Fuck out of here. It's gonna leave.
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. You got it. Don't defeat it that.
I just backing up on without saying.
That's real.
This is 2 Timothy 2 and 3. It says, therefore, if you are hardened as a good soldier of Yahweh Mashiach, no man that warreth entangles himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who has chosen him to be a soldier. So basically, we got to endure the hardships of the things that we have to endure when we receive instruction from brothers or elders, man. So we soldiers, man. Just as as I was in the military, I had to take orders from my leadership, whether I liked them or not. I still had to complete the mission. And our mission at the end of the day is to receive salvation, firstly for ourselves, because we can't save. I can't. This brother to my left can't save me, and this brother to my right, I can't save him. It's all about our own individual faith, and what we're doing here is to build up our faith. That's why we're here. This is what we got to do. Because through the time of tribulation, your faith is going to be increased. I think that's like the first Peter. I got a quick reset.
You Proverbs 49. Proverbs chapter 49. Quick reset, brother.
That needs to be done. That's just don't call it trauma. Oh.
This is book of Hebrews 12 and start at verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. It's the book of Hebrews 12 and 6. For whom the Lord Yahweh Shemel loveth, he chastiseth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth.
Yeah, but they have a hard time to understand that they're comprehending the Lord's love. But the scriptures tell us one day to the Lord as 1,000 years. So at his time, he answers your prayers immediately. Your judgment is not lasting nothing but a millisecond. So we look at it as such a big thing that we're confined in the flesh. We under this barrier that he put up, but Lord love. Why you think we out here on the street? Screaming Kwame Yashar, the paleo evil. The lengths that Esau went to take us from us, physically and spiritually. It's got to be something out of worldly that blesses us back in our heritage. That's right. When you go into the history, how you had French, Spanish, British all over here, setting up forts, dividing our people up. Not even just northern and southern, they were dividing the southern kingdom. That's why when you go to the south part of America, they're so different up north. Some of them got that Creole. You go into like Gullah, Geechee, right? That's down there in South Carolina, border in Georgia. They're totally different from the Jakes of Hill because they dealt with certain different types of people. Like Esau went through major lengths to take us away from our heritage. Stealing land. It was way more than just Black Wall Street. Yep. I mean, it was numerous towns.
Mm-hmm.
It was numerous towns, right? Him just stealing Jake's farmland, stealing that name and the rights. I mean, numerous. I seen one today. I'm like, fuck. Mm-hmm. And that's how the devil does. He puts emphasis on one particular instance. So the light won't be shed on the other things that happen. You know, because Jake, all he thinks about is Black Wall Street. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the only time. Yeah, that's the only time that Esau rolled in on a particular community. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. A lot of these towns and cities and communities that are built, they're built on top of a community that was already there, man. If you so-called,
they put water over it.
yeah.
It
Was that New York?
It's everywhere.
Yeah, all over the place, man.
And
you know, they purposely flooded the towns to basically build up over it.
They covered the grave sites.
Yep.
And they said that was punch bowl down
there.
Yeah,
Mississippi. And that was heavy also amongst Northern Kingdom too, man.
Yeah, red people like that. Red is the
Yep.
I got a quick precept. This is Jeremiah 17:4. And thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy inheritance that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in a land which thou knowest not.
Yeah, so okay, you gotta show us where the Amalekites discontinue from their heritage and they serve their enemies. They wasn't serving during the period of what they call the hologram up there in Germany. Hitler. They wasn't serving them. They just was putting them to death in gas chambers. So they said, you don't fit none of the prophecies, man, or the curse. Y'all just pulling shit out your ass because y'all want anything to be true.
Well, we need to know how to be.
This nigga.
I need to know. Okay, if we ain't Israelites, where's Edom? We need to know the exact date when Esau was terminated. God, no more.
They can find everything else out.
Yeah, you know, you can find everything else out. Dig all y'all Israelites. Well, tell me how they're not. Where's Esau? Where's Edom?
If I may add to that point, the Lord said that He's gonna have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the time of the generations is not over yet until the Lord destroys Esau, according to Obadiah the 1 and 18. So Esau's still here. Edom is still here. I'm gonna finish reading it. It says here, in the land which I know is not, for ye have kindled a fire in my anger, which shall burn forever. Then it says, thus saith Yahweh, cursed be the man that touches the man and maketh flesh his arm, and whose heart departed from Yahweh.
That's why they took out their part. Because when you go into the Greek Empire, and the Romans, they boasted proudly that they were in the herald. So they try to not link it to the scriptures because if the Romans were Edomites, Greeks were Edomites, then those are your forefathers. That's why I got one of my Bibles when it talks about the son of perdition. It has a picture of Caligula right up. That's not good. Here, you might think.
Spanish.
British, etc. I was watching a video a while ago from the brother Elder Yasawamba. He linked Haman to Alexander the Great. So you know that Edomite lineage still is around. I can't remember what the name of that video was. I saw it like here, but just when he was thinking about the Greek Empire, it made me think about it.
We did another lesson on that piece too. Yeah, man. That's it, man. You know, vocab, everybody else can find all these information that we're not Israelites. Well, where's Edom? I haven't Edom, you know?
If I may add, if you just look at how Edom built his built, they resemble
Petra. So who's Israel? Who are the Israelites? Who? So one thing right up top, it tells you Israel should be hated. It's cursed. I mean, okay. Everybody knows white woman has so-called the good hair. Black woman ain't got the good hair that nobody wants. When you look at hatred, so-called black man is hated everywhere he goes. Even anybody that looks black in other countries, they're hated. So something just doesn't add up. And the Lord made curses and He made blessings. Right? And then you have somebody that took nationality and try to put himself in that field, but it just doesn't fit. You got it.
You took a picture. You get it, you a triple X. You trying to fit in the medium. JP with the tight, and then they be sagging them. They got the legs standing up.
It just don't look right.
Pants down here and shit. You don't look right.
that's what y'all doing over there in the land. Y'all up that wall. Where's that in the scripture? Wailing wall, top hat, burning yourself up in that damn hot ass suit.
With the
Curl.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No
The
garment.
Lionel Richie curl coming on the side.
I might would have believed they would have fringes.
I got this what they call it. Tassels, I think it is.
Yeah.
They just don't put the description. They damn sure ain't got the curses not on it. No? Everybody wants to actually everybody really believe them. Here it is. Don't nobody believe us. That's why, Jake don't really consider this thing to be relevant. They don't know. Even though it's all evident that we are those people. So-called Negro Latino Hispanic in America, we are those people. Man. But it just seems like, I don't know. I just don't know.
Before he started bugging out, Kanye passed on. Yep. Now he back and they got his brain again back. Right. See that shit he had on? Spacesuit. Chick got some fucking shit over her head.
That robot.
No, that's his chick. That's his
I did a robot. I thought that was a robot. I know that was something that's French.
He got his eyebrows shaved off. They put him back in that tank.
Did they get back his money from the theater too? I'm thinking,
Put that nigga in the 6 chain. You know what I'm saying? Back in that chain.
Because he was hot for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And the nigga just shut up. He deleted his Instagram and he came back. And hit him with that MK Ultra program.
But see, that's what they do because they want Jake all over the place like that. Because they want Jake to doubt maturity. Because like people say, the double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. But again, nobody never questioned, those issues. But if they were the real people or not. So I mean, if you are really all those people, where's they're not. You just how you say it, they're just threatening us by anti-Semitic speech. Delete your account. Prove yourself. Prove yourself to be the real people. Whereas who come out in the house in the byway. But I guess because they're in their kingdom. I guess because the Edomites are trying to live off the birthright. I guess they don't have to fight for them. But no.
That's why he gonna want to put brothers to death. Yep. He just gonna get in a rage. That's coming, man. Those got to go on the birds. We had that time. I mean, just this week, motherfuckers stepping out their house, coughing up their dead. Shit, I had to work for that shit all day. Out there, just praise the Lord. And there is chemicals because I forgot which brother, but he reposted a video of when it rained, all the chemicals was in the street.
Oh yeah, he was like a truck driver.
Yeah, the street was all white. Yeah, so that was just proof that there was chemicals in that smoke. It ain't just the trees burning, man. It ain't just the forest burning. That's just the cloak that Esau is putting the blame on. He's actually throwing up a whole lot of chemicals in the midst of that smoke. Yeah, that was the case. He's putting up a smoke screen.
Hey, that's the case.
Literally.
Hey, if you ever been in the island, we had big ass pits, shit that we was burning from mosquitoes with good air. Smoke don't travel. Smoke doesn't come to another city within a day. How the fuck that shit go from Canada all the way here? In hours.
Yeah, because you can see like smog in the sky.
Bro, that shit was you couldn't see.
And forest fires happen all the time around the United States. That ain't
in California.
Yeah, so it ain't spread like we ain't see smoke like that.
Oh yeah.
That shit hit Seattle.
I mean, it's easy for the devil to set a particular wooded area on fire, and meanwhile, in different locations around the United States, because he has those smoke machines where he can shoot massive amount where they got the cloud seeding, and they got the smoke machines where they can shoot massive amounts of chemicals into the air. Then they got the airplanes that do it. So he just stepped that up to a high level, and then blamed it on the smoke. Meanwhile, ain't no telling what we breathing in, man.
I don't know if it's seen it, but I seen the group chat.
Hell yeah, man. All these goes to his next agenda. That's right. Because now they want to ties into them carbon footprint, just putting us in these small cities. Yep. Because if you look at China, China's already ahead. China, they live in small. Like, on any average day, they have the worst air quality on earth. Yep. New York beat them. That's how it's orchestrated. Yep. You know, they got that one spot. But they live like that all the time. That's why you see them with masks. Yep. But that's why everything industrialized. Yep. They've already on the social space. They're already starting to fall. So now we're moving to this next step, right? Climate lockdown, shut down the social, social economic system, financial economic system, bringing it down to.
Again, you understand that China is make the move. That's why this year, nation, what is it, the nation, we shall hate the whore. They eventually get tired of America. And, you know, those allies that, America had at one point, hey, they're going to turn it back on America. Because America is still trying to, do the imperialism, do the disguised aid, but then, take the MLTP here. Put objects in everybody. Yeah. You're going to get tired of that, man.
Then this dumbass weed smoking nigga on my job, man. I told this nigga, he said, man, what's up with all this smoke? I got 5 pits. I said, no, bro, smoke. He said, man, I know what a 5 pits, man. Like, I just looked at the dumbass. He smoked weed too. I just looked at the nigga. Is a 5 pits. Jake don't know what the fuck going on. I got a precept. I got a precept. This is Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Yahweh, and my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy. Yeah, Jake actually told us on the earth. Jake is scared of anything. All people are scared of the most things on the earth more than any other nation. Yep. We have the most fears as a nation. Jake's scared of anything you can think of. They act tough against each other, but they have a fear of everything.
That's why they're easy to control. So that's how Esau controls their emotions.
Big Mama don't want to leave her city. She's scared if she leave her city, something's gonna happen. Did she teach her kids how to leave and go nowhere? You stay in this state.
Remember, Big Mama tell you ain't no great place like America. Yeah. They suffering in other countries. Then he's like, Big Mama, how the fuck you know? Yeah. You was on that couch for 70 fucking years.
And a lot of these older women, because of fear of driving, because of these 18-wheelers on the highway, don't even have licenses, bro. You know, Big Mama, she like, yo, I'm not getting on the big 18-wheelers, no. She ain't never drove, ain't never had a license her whole life out of fear, man. You know, that's why you have to. I mean, it's a lot of things. Esau's the devil, we know that, but there's a lot of things about Esau you can't respect. Now, when you're at war with somebody, you can respect them. Esau, it's a lot of shit Esau do not fear. Esau don't live in that fear shit. Esau, if you're gonna conquer something, you're gonna do it. And see, Jake, you done let this nigga get ahead of you in that. See, Yahweh Shem Shah, that's not the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. People say the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah is not fear. Esau go out and say, if I want to conquer this land, I'm gonna ride a boat. I'm gonna hop my own jet, fly come. I'm gonna go through the jungle and find out what the fuck's in there. You know what I'm saying? He don't live with that fear shit. Now that goes to the curses also. Yahweh Shem Shah brings you out of that stronghold, but it shows you a new way, and that's what you have to walk in. Because like we was going into a couple days ago about the pilgrimage. Lord is going to because we're known as pilgrims. When you read the scriptures, we always were moving about. When you go into the history of the tabernacle with Moses, we used to have to pick the Lord's tabernacle tent up because we had 3 tribes on each nation. We was far away from each other. We had 3 tribes on the east gate, 3 tribes on the south gate, 3 tribes on the west gate, so forth and so on. And the brothers that was next to each other, they would pick their side up. We got to wrap things up. We're moving in the wilderness. We was known to be amongst the earth, amongst the animals. Mm-hmm. The Lord is going to pull Jake out of their houses again, their comfort zones, and throw you back to the earth. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have to get comfortable with the environment that you're around. Yeah? You ain't going to be able to live in fear in your couch watching Netflix. Because that's not our heritage. Yeah, the scripture, brother brought it out. We should discontinue from our heritage. Part of that is being in tune with the earth. Gad was out here roaming.
Hey, we had aliens.
Yeah. How you think if Gad got to the shores of America and was on some bitch shit, they would have never established the mighty kingdoms they had when Esau came, the Aztec Empire, all these great. You know what I'm saying? You had to search out the land. Fight animals, all
spiders,
type of shit.
snakes,
Alligators.
Yeah.
He got some beasts
bro.
alligators, beef, bears. You know what I'm saying? And not just them, Southern Kingdom. When we flee after the persecution, the Titans of their slave, and we went into West Coast of Africa. Yep. We set up kingdoms there too. But you think it was easy traveling down there? Warring with other nations?
Without women.
With women?
And kids behind us.
But that's always been a part of our history. So Jake, don't think that's gonna change. You listen to IUIC, you go through, and everything gonna be like it's never like that.
Yeah, that was complete with pleasure. Wow, get married. Come on, man. They gotta get the fuck out of that. Give me that real quick, bro. So only 1 and 2. 12 and 1 and 2. Right.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye may present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable.
That's not being complacent and fucking comfortable. Man. Because we understand in this world that everybody wants to, this live pleasurable, trying to be rich, feel good moment every fucking time they can put on goddamn social media. That's not fucking reality. Man. Men fight, we kill, we get dirty, sweat, fight, toil, we build, we create, all of that, man. Don't let Esau put this shit on you. Oh, men are supposed to be in touch with the feminine side. They're not supposed to fight. They're not supposed to, want to fight each other, build each other up, create nothing. You're supposed to be gamers, sit in the house with your pajamas, eat all fucking day, smoke, eat, drink, and just try to chase goddamn women. No, fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of that spirit, man. There's more to that. Got it?
You look at Esau, man. Esau. Look at these properties that are owned, whether it be these farms, whether it be the boats where they fish, fishing companies. Esau is out doing all this shit. Yeah. Esau is the reason you're getting stuff in your stores and certain meats and poultry. Esau goes out there and get all that shit.
Oh, Jay came and butchered.
Esau out in the middle of the ocean right now with a net. But we persevere. Remember, he's our brother. The only thing that makes him wicked is the niggas got a wicked spirit. But a lot of shit he do, we supposed to be doing. It's just we just continue from our heritage. We don't depend on the earth no more. We go to food line, Walmart, Hollywood, and we get whatever's been processed, put on the shelf for us to decide.
Cheese it, Rango, the food. Jake is eating most of the things in these grocery stores that didn't exist 25, 30 years ago. Right? Cheese it, soda, snacks, chips and shit. These microwave foods, man. Talk to somebody 70, 80 years old. These particular things went around when they were growing up.
Then if you get land, you need family because you got to till the land.
Yeah,
you got to watch the land.
Children.
You need, what I'm saying? It's so much work. You need certain animals to fight off other animals coming in, eating up your, So that gets you in a working mindset. Yeah, a manly mindset.
Piece of the first fruit. That's teaching you the choice for land.
Have patience.
Yeah, have patience, man.
Patience and due season. You know what I'm saying? That's how the Lord likes us.
And you're gonna be in face with danger, insects, bugs, critters.
Oh, King David, when he was a young man, he was out there shepherding the sheep, and something happened.
Get that.
Yeah, we gotta get that.
Killed the lion with his bare hands.
2 Samuel to 17.
You get a lion and a lion and a bear.
I got a quick
Now, if he was on some fear shit, all the sheep would have got ate, scattered.
Pick yourself, sheep.
Follow me, run.
And you know, like a lion and a bear, that's what they want. As soon as you start running, they're like, oh yeah, take it on. They get more excited.
All mammals, because if one thing I learned from doing bear shit, you run from dogs, they will check you out because now they see you as the weaker or animal. Because we're all beasts, all right? We just have a different spirit than them. We're all beasts when you break it down in nature. So they looking at you, they give you that eye, and they looking to see if you gonna back down. When you don't back down, they tuck their tail and they go up the goddamn spots. That's how majority of animals operate. But because of our fear, fear is a Dad used to say that all the time. Fear is sick. The chief used to say that. Fear is sick. illness, disease, get it the fuck away out of me.
I'm gonna add to that too, if you don't mind. Fear is something that's taught. You are taught to be afraid of something.
Yeah, he's not taught. Yeah, your enemy taught you fear. Be scared of the goddamn thing. Believe it. If you leave south side, if something gonna happen, you leave north side. You just stay up. Do this, do that. Drop back first. And it's this, you know.
That's a beautiful point that the brother made, man. You know, when the dog's running at you and you run from it, you know, it's gonna chase you because it sees you as the weaker vessel. Well, hey, if you started running full speed at a dog running at you full speed, a dog is gonna slow his pace up. You know, it's gonna take another strategic. Okay, this he's running at me the same speed. Hold on, let me slow down. He's gonna broaden his stance a little bit and come at you at a different angle.
That show you how fear makes you.
Exactly.
You can't open a four-legged feet. But the fear that's on you, you just reacting out of fear.
That's your first option.
You gonna get bit.
Your
But
first
the fear
option
just
is
make
to
you
run.
run anyway. You know, but that's how strong fear is. That's Satan's willing to
Right. We all have dogs. Dogs sense fear shit. Even on their own. That's why I will tell you, even with like certain dogs, Rottweiler, Golden Retrievers, German Shepherds, Belgian Malinois, King Corso, Russell, South African Wolves. Those are dogs where women should not have. It has to be a masculine man that has to control the dog. If the dogs fight, they tear shit up because South African Wolf and Pit Bulls, they were dogs that you would have to protect your livestock, the other livestock, protect your brothers. Esau always had dogs, man. I think he had dogs that were sick on us, man. We always had dogs.
Big
man.
ass dog.
Yeah, we always had animals. They crop. Jake, got chicken, got goat, you farmer brown, more bunions. You know, Jake always an excuse of doing something, ordinary. Jake, like I said, Jake is a custom condition. Walmart, Dunn, Wendy, Popeye, from KFC. Go to Walmart at 12 o'clock at night. Just get a goddamn Coca-Cola. Go back home. Get some ice cream. Jake is conditioned and hard work.
You go to these peanut butter areas, you see they got. I don't see they got hogs and
Yeah,
it's just a house. The whole cleaning the yard.
Yep.
They got all types of got roosters and
Yep.
chickens just roaming free in their backyard.
horses, goats, cows, and even in the islands, man. But the islands is getting real fucking Americanized too, bro. So I know back in the day, you didn't have to have a lot of like borders, like space. You always had chicken. You always had a goat. You would have a horse. You would have livestock. You need like even when you go to amongst so-called Hispanic or Salvador, Guatemala, they tell you that animals are a part of the neighborhood. Because you need animals, man. And they don't mistreat animals. They know that's your food, that's your lifestyle.
That's your wealth.
Yeah, that's your wealth, man. And again, this going back to those curses, us being conditioned to serve our enemies is one of our things. Dick has forgot, self. How you say it? Being basically self-sufficient, man. We lost everything. That's what when you really look at a lot of the high holy days, it's really for how you say dwell amongst your hands, man. Do things with your hands,
With a
man.
piece of tabernacle, Lord willing, if we here, Lord willing, we don't want to be here, but if we here for another one, Lord willing, we'll be able to pitch tent, but you're supposed to leave your house and pitch tent outside in the earth. Because we're outside. Jacob was a flame man, dwelling in tent. I don't know, goddamn 50-story crib. The ground starts shaking. Oh shit! Oh man! So we become domestic, right? But the Lord is going. He's about to break all this shit up. He's about to bring everything back to base nature. The woman gonna realize why she needs to be a woman. Man gonna realize what shit I have to do. I have to survive. I have to. If I don't, I'm gonna be eaten alive.
It's crazy because in other countries, like, well, they have men have to be men, women have to be men, dudes that have to be done. In America, America is the only place we can just leave everything. Jump in the car, get coffee. certain places, you had to go get the coffee bean and make it yourself. Now you get to the Wawa. Now you can just go get a coffee instant. You don't got to cut down wood anymore and start a fire. You can just turn on the goddamn AC or the it's just fucking easy here. And it's comfortable.
And we fall victim to that too. That's why it's responsible dirty. Some things you have to force yourself to like, look, I ain't gonna do this electronic shit, I'm gonna do it the manual way. You know what I'm saying? Just so I don't get so goddamn comfortable with this electronic shit. Because once the power go down, it's no more this accessible shit. Everything goes back to what you've been given from the Lord. Your hands, your feet.
Doesn't even make sense. You try to take the fucking wood.
Something as simple as nature has its own music. He saw that these electronic beats and they got so much spirit from vibration. The vibrations from the music, putting Jake in a trance.
Shit, I was watching what's that Jason Lewis and Homebrew had said that he was like, I should have bought some music there. He said, no, listen to music. That's the music. They was at a swamp. Yes, he said, my bad. What's the thing, bro?
No.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Yeah, because you listen to the water, the waves, the brothers. I was at the beach not too long ago at night, walking it at night. I'm just out of the best time.
Hey, the ocean.
Imagine you get this in your backyard. That shit was so healing, bro.
Calming. Well, they make the music. They make the waves.
Bro, I left the beach. I was like,
You know?
you in a peaceful state. But you listen to shit like that, you on edge.
See another nigga.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
You
saying?
just on edge.
That's the best time to go down to the beach is at night. Either late evening or at night, like the brother's talking about, because all the people ain't out there, you ain't got the trees running around, saying it ain't super hot. You know, it's actually a lot more common.
If you not go to a beach, go back there at night.
Yeah.
They sit there, get a peaceful wave.
Yep.
Might fall asleep.
Oh,
Yeah. Con.
May see your chariot, those who go. You know, it's just the earth is beautiful.
Our vibe goes, man, try to like guard it. He's trying to do different shit here. Okay, remember,
Or just get you those ain't able to make it like planet.
yeah. Because the thing about it, we here to keep our minds intact. Do different shit. But do it all. You know how you go around and read shit. But man, I'm proud of us.
There's some shit that you wouldn't normally do, basically.
It gets slow. Nothing. You know, I know it's hard. You know, Esau made it hard. We have to put more effort.
It makes it because, like, once we know certain bros got kids, certain bros got women, certain bros got kids, we gotta make time for yourself. We're gonna lose your fucking mind. That's what you saw. What everything like a new girl thing. Everybody like a new look. You walk with
Who is it that said,
craziness, man.
Who is it that said the definition of insanity is doing thing over and over again, expecting different results? Expecting to get out of your stressful situation or have some type of peace in your life. Yeah, you're doing the same repetitive things throughout the week. I'm expecting to get.
Now you're 65, you go to the doctor, so, sir, that cancer.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm in the grocery store yesterday, nigga on the phone. This nigga ain't even shopping. He just on the man. They get the sonogram. I mean, what's the shit when they check up?
The CAT scan.
Yeah, he said it's an MRI, the CAT scan. Man, I got the bill back. It was $80,000. This nigga look like he about to kill shoestrings on time. Nigga just in the grocery store. I said, yo. But that's all. That's all. They sick.
Hey, go back. Hey,
You got all the good time.
hey, Jake,
He started saying that's cheap.
He said 80? Oh, because he said he didn't have no storage. Yeah, they had no storage. They had no bill at 80,000. He was like, he just wanted bro.
He started saying this stuff. He said 80 ain't that much. He gave you the discount program.
Credit or cash? You got it, bro.
The book of Romans, chapter 12 and 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice.
The thing too, when we talk about God and all that stuff, it makes you think. Actually, going back to the song of the three children, when they say everything to praise Yahweh from the shop, you would really start to be more appreciated. You know, but see now you again what we were talking about earlier. Nobody appreciates the small things no more.
Speaking on the gardening, your Romeo, he be out there gardening, and he got his own little garden, so crib, but he found an app on his phone where it says tell you what type of plants out there in your yard and shit. He found echinacea plants, all kind of shit out there in my backyard, blackberries, blueberries, all kind of shit. I'm like, God damn. But he's in that garden, he's doing all right. I be buying soil, put this damn Henrico plant show a couple days ago. He's like, oh yeah, I need this one. I don't know nothing you're talking about, but he know how to do it. It's good.
I wanna Roseville. Hey,
he can teach somebody something.
He know the game system.
Yeah.
fuck you, nigga.
He can teach somebody.
What you say, no Chinese fuck?
And see, Esau's trying to make it hard. Esau's trying to make it hard for you to even do that, man. He said, I want y'all you say y'all garden? Yeah. Oh, well, you know, I gotta hit you with this pack. You gotta have this
license for that?
Yeah, you gotta have this license. You gotta have this.
If you go to certain places, they look at you strange. But a lot of Jakes don't go to bathrooms.
They don't like seeing Jake hunt.
And the thing with that is, right, I thought the soil and their stuff would be expensive. That shit is
No,
not
it's cheap,
expensive.
bro.
No, it's
Cheap.
not.
Even the plants, man,
Yeah,
because you can buy seeds.
Yeah,
Jake don't know nothing about seeds.
Yeah, I'm like,
He trying to Jake will go and he'll try to buy the whole plant, almost full grown. Like, yo, you know they sell the seeds.
Sit next to the
That
TV.
take too long.
Sit next to the TV. Standing there.
yeah.
You know Jake got the shit to create by the
God,
TV.
God. Here it is, you buy the whole plant for $70, $80, and here it is, you get a whole pack of seeds for 78 cents.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man. So he started doing that shit a couple years ago, man. But Lord will, he'll be able to see
Yeah.
see
Yeah. And when you get heavy into the plants, these different plants have different uses, man. When you put certain plants, especially inside your household, you know, it brings calmness, cleans the air. Aloe vera, you got
aroma plant.
yeah, exactly. Con. That help you sleep. All types of things, man. Yeah.
Like for instance,
It's more than just herbs, man. You know, you got to get into the plants as well. God.
it's like
What do they call it besides the plant?
Botany. Yeah. God.
it goes bad.
And that's beautiful that you brought that out, because those are the botany, horticulture, all those are the things that Jake never wants to go into in these foods. Yeah, horticulture.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a lot of shit I regret not doing.
God. Yep.
It's a lot of shit
I dropped out of Spanish class. I regret that now. Middle school.
Yeah, but them trains and botany, all that.
Trades and languages.
Yep.
That's one another. Remember, that's why Esau kept back languages and a lot of self
Self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
Yep.
That's why they took all the workshops out.
Yeah,
That's why they stopped.
Yeah, heavy.
That's why they stopped teaching women how to really like do
Like
shit
the
with
home
their
ec-
hands.
home ec class.
They have to have shop class,
Yeah,
welding
welding
class,
class.
all that. I was talking to my little brother, he's like, yeah, they don't even have shop class no more.
They
Welding.
took that out.
Yeah,
I did all that,
carpentry. I was in carpentry.
God.
But you know us, we didn't give a fuck about that shit. We didn't ever,
That wasn't cool.
the fuck you built.
Esau gave us a nigga to look up to.
Yep.
You know?
Right.
He gave us Young Jeezy and Gucci and all them to look up to. Big money.
So our mind was a focus on the right thing.
That shit is important. That shit is important.
That's life. You know what I'm saying?
These niggas said riches, but we never understood what the fuck rich was. We just saw some quick fix that made us feel good, look good. Dopamine, like we talking about.
Because our heroes were either in music or sports or some dumb shit. So we wanted to be in school trying to do that as a hobby instead of focusing on what it is to learn. And Esau knows that. That's why he made our heroes entertainers, man.
Hey, the leaders of this people caused them the air, man. Not even just doing wicked shit, but just on how they kind of laying out the blueprint for you so-called Negroes and Native Americans to follow, man.
When the last time you talked to a girl? Like, I need you to sew my thing.
Right.
My grandma old, so she came and sewed.
Right.
I used to go to my grandmother. She's like, yo, can you sew such and such?
Right.
I rip my joint. You gotta, you know?
We just got so old to sit there. And we can solve ourselves. It was like, God damn, we supposed to have a woman.
Women are not supposed to do anything. And we saw no see all this does too is keep our mind idle. Keep our mind wandering, especially now with damn phone. So now it's like the quick fix. Since we got so much time on our hands, they don't give a help no more. They don't give a fuck about nothing but what's going on. But if our people were focused on actually tilling the land, growing things, home that, working out, the health, they wouldn't have time to be gossiping, talking shit. Teacher and fucking fight because of goddamn gossip. I just had this. Bitch, you were doing something. You had fucking time to be worried about it.
You being a right.
Yeah, you know. When last time you say what's that? They'd be like, when was the last time you hit up a chick like, yo, can I do some stuff with your recipe, cook it? You can't do that no more. Yo, our own sisters don't do that no more. Your sister will call, yeah, I just look, whatever, stop by, grab a plate.
Shit, I remember going up out here in the country, man. Every Sunday, this woman, after the little church bullshit, she would have a family dinner every Sunday. Nah, I don't got the cord. It's all I got the charger, but I don't got the cord.
What do you mean?
The cord to go to the house.
I got the cord.
I think I do. That's like I gave you.
I think I gave it back to you, but nonetheless, it's all good. They would have family dinners, man. I would get invited to it because I was dealing with their daughter or whatever. But none of that shit happens no more. Like you were saying, none of that shit happens. The woman, the wife of that house used to cook for her family every day. That shit don't happen.
Like woman, like your sisters and women would just clean up the house. They come by and just clean up, it wouldn't even. It's being nice. Just this, see, that builds. That's that barter system. That's that when shit hits the fan. That's that other type of money system. That love, that respect, that mercy. The passion that we have with each other. But even the scripture talks about how Yahweh told us don't get big headed because we remember we were strangers too. So don't in the land of Egypt. So don't get high minded and start thinking like they told rappers, broke nigga, I'm poor, y'all niggas bums, y'all bummy. Look at y'all niggas, y'all looking bad. But nigga, we all slaves.
Yeah, they judging a man's value off of money. No, he judge a man's value.
So what Esau really did to us, man, it's a stiff blow. Go back to that Book
of Romans 12:1. Wholly acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service. Chapter verse 2. And be not conformed to this world.
Conform to this world. What is this word about? Self-glamoration, self-idolization, social media every goddamn 5 seconds. Y'all forgot about everything about life. The importance of life, the little things of life. Again, women don't.
One family sit down and eat at the table.
See, that's what I was saying.
You gonna see little take in the room with the game, watch the film. Little sister, she doing twerk dances on shit talking on the game, watching the Father, he's somewhere trying to get away from nagging wife he got. Wife, she on the phone talking to her bitches about how she hates her husband. It's just a whole bunch of division in the house.
Talking about what she saw on TV. Remember what you said earlier. He saw showed something on TV.
Oh yeah, Esau's breaking up relationships.
Yeah.
Especially geared to these women, man. These little sitcoms, these little shows, these podcasts, geared to these women, especially these married women, on how to, that your relationship ain't right. This is happening, your man most likely doing this and that. All shit to just stir up strife between the man and the woman, man. So a woman can feel like.
They got the Color Purple coming up this year.
Yeah.
The Fantasia playing too. But the Color Purple is all about Girl, she was a young woman. Yeah. I think she was under like, I think she was like 16 or something. Silly. She gets with an older Drake. And he starts beating her. The whole movie. And the whole movie's about her escaping. Yeah. Her man.
And you know what's
That's the color purple.
And you know what's crazy? What was that bitch name?
She was cutting it. You remember this shit?
She was cutting. So these women getting that spirit, like, yeah, the trauma y'all men are doing to us.
Again, it's a spiritual
We're not
cycle.
taking it no more.
And you know that's why they gave that bitch over the show. Because then she came back and started being. She bought. It's videos about it. She bought the deadbeat dad. What is it? Ever. She would go sit down. You might woman or they start up narrate a black so-called deadbeat father. Right? You know, and that's the thing. You know, Esau demonized the men of so-called black men, destroyed his image, and then what did they go into? That's why I fuck home man. Why the fuck I want to put men? All I do is cheat, fuck, and, you know,
What was that old Yin Yang Twin song? The smoke myself.
Yeah.
All by myself. That's what Esau's persuading you. Man. You can do it all by yourself.
Men ain't shit. Why? Look, what's the main thing they did? Keisha, why would you should you cook, attend to him and love him? All he gonna do is cheat on you, do all that, sleep with his pride and another thing. And that's all Esau had done to the nigga woman. Starting over the nigga woman. Put that little bug in you. And then, why should you do anything for him? All he gonna do. That's what the black man said. Do all that. Right. And make him smart so he can just leave and cheat on me.
And all that started when the so-called white man incorporated these women into the workforce.
Yep.
That was the beginning of all that whispering in the ear. When he brought you into these jobs, put a little money in your pocket, gave you the same jobs these men were working, you know, before you were allowed to be in the workforce, man. And that was the beginning of it. It was part of his crafty counsel, man. Esau works in stages, man. You know, he's very methodical. It's not all just going to happen at once. It's going to happen in stages, a little bit of here, a little bit there, gradualism, man. That's how he works out everything, man. And he orchestrates these in his councils amongst these other high level people who are in authority, man. And you see it play out in the earth. I had Isaiah 41.
You done with that?
Going to the fear.
Yeah, finish that out and go. Get your.
Come. Yeah, we getting close to 3.
Book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 2. And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind.
Right, man. So again, we're going looking up the history, man. Look at what our people were accustomed to. What we did. Even amongst in captivity, we did things, man. You know? We had our homeland, we did things, man. We're putting ourselves back in remembrance. We got to realize we're not black. We're not Hispanic. We're not Puerto Rican, Latino. And everything that we've been given was by the hands of the so-called white man. The genocide, destruction, hatred, but kiss the so-called white man's ass. Everything he says out of his mouth is good. You know, that's why we extol his words over anybody, man. You know, Jake doesn't listen to Chinese. Jake doesn't listen to African. Jake doesn't listen to Ishmael. He extolled his master who conquered him words to the heavens, man. So now we got to remember us who we are. We're Hebrew Israelites, man. We look at our forefathers, we look at the leaders, the great men that was in the scriptures, and we learn from the wicked niggas that was in the scriptures too.
And we say the white man because he controls what you see and what you hear. Yep. Like the average nigga that's cracking us walking back. We ain't talking about him. He confused. But his nation controls what you hear and see. Every industry, every company, what you see on TV, hear on the radio, he writes it out.
Yeah, because the Edomite gonna tell you he's white. He's red. He got a red nigga.
Who told him he was white?
There you go.
Newspaper.
He's not even white. Everybody got color mixed up. You got it, bro.
Yeah, ye may prove what is that good.
I'm gonna end this because it's about to die.
You know, Jake always think, you know, it's funny to me. That's why I always say this ask Jake questions. When Jake can make you eloquent, know something, try to teach you something. Because again, the nigga don't know who he is, where he comes from. He's everything he's learned. Whatever sounds good to him, he's gonna pick up. He's gonna read, study, take a little bit here, take a little bit from there. Again, Jake has no discernment.
Hey, remember the old hip hop magazines back when we was growing up?
Source, the double
Source,
XL.
double XL. That's the only thing Jake would read,
Yeah.
man. Oh, how to be a rapper. Oh, let's look at the pictures,
Tattoos,
all that.
tattoos,
That's the only thing Jake read. He ain't read no other type of books, man. XXL. Yeah, Jet. Go back. And yeah, even our parents, man. Your grandmother got all the stack of Jet magazines. You know, watching there every month a new Jet magazine coming in. Like, yo, what the hell? You look at that shit? There's nothing but madness in them joints.
Yeah, XXL.
You know, that was before you go to the grocery store and saw the little paper joints.
In front of
You remember those paper magazines and checkout line with the crazy ass. They say them shit is fake. A lot of that shit be real in that shit. But they can put it in that magazine. Yeah, they can put it on the magazine, in the news report magazines or whatever you call them pamphlets.
Yeah.
And people will write it off and all that. But they were actually telling you right in your face what's happening, bro.
Was XXL source thing? Or was it?
Yeah, no, this is double XL and
Yeah.
Source used to give niggas mics.
Yeah,
This nigga best rapper.
Five mics, four mics.
Oh yeah.
I think what's that nigga Benzino? He had on one of them.
Yeah. I think
it was
that
a
was
source.
up.
Yeah, one of them two. I don't know. Let's show you. Benzino. Shit, they probably don't know who Benzino is, man.
That nigga such a joke. Everybody should know that nigga.
And that was back in the day when you had to get a subscription.
Yeah.
That's when the magazines wasn't in stores.
Yeah.
You literally had to get the magazine. And you had to rip out the little thing. And you had to fill out your name.
Mail and stamps.
You
And
had
then y'all
to send
remember
a
the
check.
CDs ones?
Yeah.
You get 14 CDs for $1 for one.
$25 a month.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
What you pay for one magazine a month, people are now paying for a
Yeah.
whole Netflix account, man.
You know, it's funny. But that shows you, man, the power of propaganda and control the image. Because once you control the image, and look what that about what is it, TV.
Entertainment, television,
Image.
the manipulation and the control of the minds of the people. It's through TV, television, and really right now, ultimately, which we went into the beginning of camp earlier, social media and the influence on that dopamine. How it has destroyed the society, by the social media, Instagram, Facebook, and the various other things that the so-called white man has set up amongst people. Yeah, TikTok, man, is even worse than all of them.
Like I've conquered it now. I'm able to get off of it. No, for real, because at first I'm
Yeah, I don't even got TikTok, bro. I ain't never had TikTok.
Don't do it.
And what's that? The TikTok tick, bro.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people that watch TikTok all the time. They come up with this tick, like when it not like physical ticks, but like this dude like some weird shit. Like they'll like say some weird shit or do some weird shit from watching too much TikTok. Google that shit, man. TikTok
it's crazy because like
crazy.
you have edification,
and it's some brown shit will pop up.
Yeah.
Edification. They mix it up.
Mixing it up. So you like, damn, you stuck it on.
Yeah, your mind's open up. You steaming the edification. All of a sudden, boom, God, let's slip it in real quick.
Oh, their ass out. Yep. Now you looking at
Slip
ass
that
out
in real quick.
So the FYP page and then for you page.
That's it.
You right, bro.
Hey, when they banned TikTok in one of these states,
Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota. They banned that shit.
Shit, that shit gonna be like a drug. I seen a TikTok where he was selling social media shit on the damn thing, but he did it like drugs. So like, yeah, I'll pay like $15, 5 minutes TikTok or some shit like that.
Well, that's why the girls that got kids now, that's what they do. Here, take my phone. Here.
And it's hot.
Here, take the goddamn phone. And then he just be quiet. They do like this. 1-year-old, 2-year-old, they
Oh yeah, they know where they going.
And they know how to operate these highly
damn.
complex phones. They know these 1 and
They
2
put
year
in the password.
know how to operate these shit. Remember when we was growing up, it was hard to operate the Nokia phone with the snake game. He was like, yo, how you get into the, you know what I'm saying? With six buttons on the whole phone. A 3 or 4-year-old can get into your whole account, go buy some shit, credit card number,
Run that shit up.
post some shit on Instagram, answer, texting and call. Oh, sorry, that was my
You go
dog.
Instagram live.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And another thing with that TikTok, it's hard for Esau to moderate. It's hard for Esau to moderate or modulate TikTok because videos are going up so fast and they're super short. People are literally walking around with peripheral. Ever since social media, people literally walk around the earth with peripheral. You know? But it's hard for Esau to moderate it, man. Because people are making videos that are 6 and 7 seconds long and they're posting them quick. So you would think like all the videos that are getting uploaded on TikTok that are 6, 7, 8 seconds long, coming up in the millions. How Esau gonna moderate? You know, even his AI technologies have it. So, you know, million videos going up 5 seconds long, and they want the videos to be uploaded quickly, you know, to appease the people, the speed and efficiency. You know, if you throw a video up on TikTok, it takes 7, 8, 10 minutes to upload. People gonna stop using that shit.
Just saying though, because I mean, you got some brothers up there. I think Elder Falcon got a pretty good.
Yeah.
So you able to see the truth up there.
Yep.
But Jake don't want to see the truth. They want to see the phone. There's a lot of Hebrews are like people on TikTok.
But see, that's just another reason for the Lord to say to them, you ain't got no truth.
Yeah. And somebody took Elias Wong preaching, put it up there. He's like,
We was going into that earlier camp. We're on all these platforms, but we don't necessarily upload. So
we don't even know.
Remember the girl that came up to us a couple months ago? Said, "Oh yeah, I know y'all. GMS, I saw y'all on TikTok." We're like, "No, not TikTok, Twitter." He said, "I saw y'all on Twitter." We're like, "Well, we ain't even on Twitter." He's like, "No, I saw y'all on Twitter." Because people all the time, especially on this street, will ride down on their car.
Go record it. Fuck this.
Yeah. They're riding in the car. They just filming us. They hear this light right here. They got their camera like this. It's filming us. So they got a good 35-second clip. Boom. I got 3 seconds of that.
Yeah, we get people almost every week, bro. Hebrews are like,
Yeah. They're more on that 12 number 2.
Con. This is Isaiah chapter 41 and 10. It says,
you know we at the end too, because everybody knows. They know what this is.
Yeah.
It ain't like a couple years back, people still ask, what is this? It's rare you get those. Most majority of people walk right now.
Yeah, and we was going into that also, man. Hey, there's very few Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that you can see out here in the highways and byways and ask them, have you ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites or the 12 tribes of Israel? And they actually say, no, I ain't never heard of them. And there's very, 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 very few, man. Most of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native men, oh yeah, I heard of y'all. I saw y'all on there. What you was going into? I saw y'all on Twitter. I saw y'all on Instagram, YouTube. I saw y'all on the news. You know what I'm saying? Esau, even in the event of him demonize us, he shed light onto who we truly are, man.
Oh, I remember that a few years ago when I first started learning about the truth. I seen it on it was on
Hey, case in point right here.
It was on one of the newscaster things in California. They had a sign that said Howard is coming back. That happened a few years ago.
We all ask this guy right here, bro. Hey, you ever heard of the Hebrew? Have you ever heard it? Yeah, we on camera, bro. Have you ever heard?
No.
If have you ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites or the 12 tribes of Israel?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, there you go. Case in point right there, bro.
Yeah, but it'll be on the joint. It's like
it ain't about a joint. Being a Hebrew Israelite is by blood. Yeah, we got you.
Yeah, but
we were just talking about it and you came up, so we were just, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, most of them try to do things.
Well, you got to understand, a Hebrew Israelite is by blood. It's not a type of organization or religion.
Hell yeah,
you know, it's who you are. Being a Muslim is not is not who you are. That's not a bloodline.
You make sense. All right, but what I was saying was, one thing we're really actually about. So that's all about religion.
I like y'all.
Saying religion.
I like y'all scholar get up.
Like the battle of
Y'all scholar.
Go ahead. What was you saying, bro?
So you see how that guy got shot on the street, right? So with that being said, yeah, it was right there. But what I'm saying is that since that happened, right, they started coming to their church and set an altar. Now altar is self back. And I know about altar and do. But what I'm saying is they still had the same dumbass mindset.
That same what? I can't hear you.
Speak up. They same dumbass mindset.
Okay.
Now the thing is, what they know about war?
When they know about war?
Yeah. I'm about to get y'all.
Who is they?
I don't care.
No, I'm saying who you referring to know about war? The people in the churches or
The people in the church. The people that put them there. But what I mean, what they know about war?
Well, you got to specify who they is. Who is they?
All right, what about football? What they
So
say
you mean like who get that?
No.
well, I'm still trying to figure out what particular
Speaking
country
on
you're
the
at.
subject, speaking on the subject matter, you say who?
But this became like the church.
Who is the who?
But I mean, who is who? It's like this. A lot of people don't understand that when you go into a church, right? If there's a war going on, right? Like say they drop a bomb right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When you start going to the church, it's a war crime to shoot somebody at the church or kill somebody in the church. That's a war. You might go against that, like America, like anybody else. But what I'm saying is that you'll never know unless you know.
So you gotta read is what you say.
You read about it.
Yeah, okay.
What is it?
So you're saying why these church people or these pastors or religion, what do they know about war? Is what you're saying?
Oh, they know.
Well, yeah. Well, the Lord is a man of war.
Yeah.
The Lord's about war.
Yeah, it's about him. And you know, they had this act where you can't go into the church and go knock somebody off out the war.
Well, who set those laws up?
Who knows? But what I do know is if a kid out here doing some dumbass shit, right? They kill somebody else, right? And family come back and kill them. Now if they're in the church.
Yeah, Esau lock your ass up for that.
Well, they still won't.
So-called white man.
Yeah, they will line you up.
Yeah.
If they got so
right.
If they're angry or something.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, our war, the church is supposed to be war, supposed to be safe, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they did that shit in World War II, Vietnam, and other places.
Mm-hmm.
They stopped destroying all those places in Vietnam because they started getting mad about them destroying the sanctuaries and worship.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are you trying to say?
What you drinking on?
Jack Daniels.
The point is, what are you saying?
So what are you trying to say? Did you have a particular question or something you were trying to?
Yeah, what I was saying was if you do right, it's right. You don't have to worry about something like war.
Well, what is right in life? Explain that.
Book 4.
What is doing right in life?
To live by that sword,
Give book 4.
the sword will come back for you. The same sword you use against another man.
Give me a week with yourself.
Is that in the Bible? Is that what you think the one you call God thinks? Or so what do you believe in? Because if you don't believe the Bible,
Give me the long murder.
so you say you don't believe the Bible at all.
He don't believe the Bible anyway. Give me book 4. So let me ask you a question.
Sir, I mean, my brother.
Huh?
Said the long murder.
The law of murder. Yeah,
the law of murder.
Yeah, law of murder.
There's a law of murder, and you got to distinguish between killing and murder. There's two different things. Killing somebody and murder is very different. Man. Go ahead, bring it out, bro.
This is Baruch chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
So what's going on now? What you see? Why people are getting gunned down and that stuff out of because they don't know who you are. They don't know who they are.
Yeah.
So now you're talking. No, you're talking. You really don't know what you're talking about because you don't know what's right and what's wrong. Because really,
yeah,
I can tell you what's right and what's wrong every day.
Nah. So where'd you learn it from? Huh? What
So
man?
is this King James or is this
This King James.
Oh, King James. I want to try to step here.
Yo, what is it? 7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's Cam. It's Cam. My bad.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Cam.
Yeah,
Oh,
King
okay.
James.
How you know? Who taught you that? What book? What book?
That's if you believe that, that's
Man, no,
he
everything.
didn't write the Bible. All he did was have it translated one language.
And who taught you that? Super white man?
Okay.
The white man was control.
No, I want to jump it back though.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I just
okay.
want to do it real quick.
Okay. But in order to go back, you gotta go do it that way. And then
Okay.
hit the
Control
export at the top.
is not a bad thing.
If something was righteous, you would want a man to control and put things righteous on the earth, not wicked.
Good. I'm gonna keep reading. It
Go ahead,
says,
bro.
verse 2, it says, turn thee, O Jacob.
It said, turn
Enjoy your
to
day
your
there.
It says, turn thee, O Jacob, and take hold of it. Walk in the presence of light, the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
Because a lot of things that our people have regurgitated and saying out their mouth, basically everything they heard come from either our parents or the so-called white man, the educational system, what they see on TV. So a lot of our people don't know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
See, all of our people saw holler right and wrong. So the white men been doing us wrong all since slavery. Why ain't our people did nothing yet? You know? Where's our crowd on that? You know, our people does, nitpick each other.
Is Jacob and hold on. Is Jacob and Esau?
Yeah.
Or is it like
You say,
Jacob?
everybody
You know what I'm
heard
saying?
it. Everybody done heard it.
Hey, that's what I'm saying.
Hey,
This is a prime example of what we was just going into, bro.
Wait, you Muslim?
I'm a Christian. I was raised up as a Christian, right? But I feel y'all when y'all be on the block, like my uncle was like teaching me Christianity, bro. You know what I'm saying? Until I started studying for myself and figuring out the science of this whole thing, you know what I'm saying? It was written who I was, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm a black man, I'm God, I'm Jesus, you know what I'm saying? I'm a deity.
So hold on.
So you're black.
I'm
So you're the
ordained,
so
I'm
you're the
ordained to this earth.
so you're the color black.
So you're
It's not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like.
So what are you saying? You just said 5 different.
So your nationality is black. What you're saying?
I broke down every
Well, where's black? Where's black on the map? Can you show me where that at? Where that is?
So like Israel, you got to be Israelite. You know what I'm saying? You got to be enlightened.
Like about what?
I would say
what the enlightenment is. It's the laws of the Lord. That's what keeps you illuminated. That's what's going to keep you on the right path. Keep the law to the best of your ability. That's what's going to separate you, according to Deuteronomy 4, from the ways of the world.
So you
stop doing stupid shit, and then the Lord's going to look upon you and change your life.
So you say you heard about us. You said you heard about us, right? The Hebrew Israelites.
Yeah,
you saw us out in the court. Have you ever heard about the Hebrew Israelites?
It's something I read about.
Okay. So we were just talking about that before they come out. Lord is part of a prime example how you can't ask Jake, have you ever heard about the Hebrew Israelites? That's why there's no excuse for Jake, man.
There's no more lawful sin. Give me Sirach 5. Give me Sirach 5. But see, like, right, what's going on now? You see, our people getting gunned down. See the new infrastructure about to be set up. Cash about to stop. We're talking about the MOTB.
Yeah.
So you're talking about famine. People are homelessness. People are losing their minds.
They got so much money, like.
No. We understand that, but you know, our people are laughing and joking. Bad times really happen out there. Don't you know there's a lot of psychotic people in America? The most psychotic people live here in America. So when all hell breaks loose, you know, all that chitting and laughing and partying, that spirit's going away. Let me ask you a question. Have you really learned how to do things with your hands, fight, toy with the land, plant certain things? Have you?
Yeah.
So you know how to swim.
I feel like toy with the land.
So you know how to ride a boat. You know how to row a boat. Different things like that. My point is this. I understand there's a lot of things we lack. But my point is this. Our people ain't humble neither. So my point is this. They walk around here like they shit don't stink. And they're God. You say God, Edie, black, Jesus, this. You just said 5 different things. But I bet you lack a lot of basic things too.
Hey, let's see, 5 descriptions.
Give me that real quick, man.
This is John chapter 15, verse 22.
That's what I read.
But
it says, if I had not come and spoken unto them,
I have not come spoken to our people. You know you're Hebrew Israelite. From the tribe of Judah, 12 tribes. Right?
It says they had not sinned.
You see, a lot of these religions, the churches, Catholic, white so-called white supremacy, this whole infrastructure has paid billions of dollars to keep us from who we really are. But once we call on the Heavenly Father, our power, it's over for so-called white people. He took our nationality. He said black, gave you black culture. He took your woman, took our mothers and our fathers, broke them apart.
But I understand that, but I also believe that that's fascism.
What you mean?
Fascism is like being fast with racism.
Well, what you expect? The white man's your enemy.
But it's not in the aspect when it's something to the aspect.
You mean that scriptures never trust their enemy?
So
See, we've been taught from our mothers, our dads, our aunties, our grandmothers, that the so-called white man is our friend.
Yeah.
Give me the Deuteronomy tells you we shall serve our enemies. We were born. How we get over?
Huh?
How did the so-called black people get here?
For how many years though?
No. I hear you. How did we get here? How did we get here?
How long?
How did we get here, my man?
How long ago was
My
that?
man, how did we get here?
I'm giving you back.
Okay, I understand. How long? How did we get here?
We got here on some boats.
So we said, hey brother, hey buddy, can you get in this boat for me? And I'm gonna bring you to another land, and we're gonna set you up opportunity, or we'll be taken and beaten and raped, robbed, and murdered. Which one was it?
400 years ago.
Okay, okay. Your point is saying that.
Be kings of the earth, because then.
How you gonna be king? No. So So
a chapter that talks about the black man coming back.
We were kings of the earth. We were kings of the earth before we got over. We were kings of the earth before we got over here on cargo slave
we in
ship.
these times now where we just doing what y'all doing.
Yeah, and they had a lot of so-called black civilizations, great civilizations too. But the so-called white man burnt them down. So now you gotta understand he's our enemy.
Well, see, they don't understand the curses of Deuteronomy.
Yeah, of course
You know, they think that
we've been lied to.
Yeah.
You still think the so-called white man's your buddy? You can live on this side of the earth. He gonna live on this side of the earth. No,
He just said he was against the so-called white man earth.
he don't know what he do. Go ahead.
The book of the Sirach, chapter 5,
Mhm.
first one.
What you want?
First chapter.
First verse.
Mhm.
Like, set not thy heart upon thy good, and say not, I have enough for my life.
Our people think they're good. They think they're in a good case. But in America, we got jobs. You're able to think stupidity, folly, get on the internet, watch rap videos. See, our people is in a very place stupid state right now. The so-called white man ain't got us pent up against the wall, ready to murder us broad daylight. They think our people think we're in a good place. But right now they don't have to do that now. We've been conquered already. They do what they want. See, this is the time that we're living in now. It's the year of Father.
What you mean? When you say conquered, we've been conquered already.
I know that.
Man, you just said we came over here on boats, man.
You're a prime example. Being conquered. Go ahead.
Follow not thy own mind.
You just told me 5 different things. You're conquered. You did it well. You did a good job.
You said you were black. You saying you were black. And
black, man, you know
they prime example. We're conquered. All right, we're
Good
conquered.
job.
Christianity and black.
Master did a good job.
That's
Master did a good job. Hold on. You said who taught you? Your father?
No, my father did. Yes, my uncle.
Yeah.
You did a good job.
See, the so-called white men beat Christianity in you. You were forced to be a Christian.
You know what happened to the so-called Native Americans, the so-called Taínos, Aztecs, Mayans? Why do you think Hispanics ass kissing? They believe in white supremacy too. They were forced into it.
Yeah.
You speak English, man. That's not your language.
Heavy amongst known kin. Hey, if you didn't accept Christianity, the so-called white man put you to death, man. He burned you at the stake. He tortured you in the name of Christianity, man. There was a lot of so-called Native Americans that chose death rather than to accept the so-called white man's religion, man.
Hey, bro, you know what's crazy? I felt that because I don't even.
But that's sad.
But
Hey, hold on.
I can't deal with it.
Hold on. You wanna know why? But you wanna know why?
But you
wanna know why? Because the white man conquered you.
But see now,
he conquered us.
I don't feel that type of energy when I'm, you know what I'm saying?
Right?
Oh, when you up here?
How do you break up a nation? How do you break up a nation?
You break up their language, their tongue.
And you break up the unity, right?
How they read, like.
Well, he said he feel good when he up here around us. You know.
You know,
because we ain't niggas, man. You know, a nigga you can't trust. You know, a nigga rob, steal, stab you in the back. You know, tell you some shit that ain't real. That's the majority of our people, man.
We don't want nothing from you. All we do is just teaching you.
We up here teaching the Bible. We up here to wake up our people who they truly are. We'll tell you that the so-called white man is a devil and his biblical nationality is an Edomite. You know.
In the book of Jeremiah 17:4, if thou even thyself shalt discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee.
Black, Muslim, Christian, Jesus, the deity, who's all over the place. Our people don't know. No. Think about it, bro. Our people don't know who we are. We're grown men, 50, 30, 40, and don't know who we are. That's sickness. That's a problem. You can go to Jacksonville right down the street, ask all of them, who are you? Where you come from? You will get 2,000 different answers.
Yeah.
That's a problem.
I got it.
See, in the ancient world, you ask somebody their nationality, that was a simple question.
Don't you know your father? You know, really, and that all goes back into acknowledging our power and acknowledging our fathers.
Yeah.
I come from this stock. We took pride in that. We took honor in that. Now we say, I'm a nigga. Who taught you that? Your master. I'm black. Your master taught you that. I'm from Georgia. I'm from New York. Your master taught you that. What?
And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies.
So the
In
Lord
the
sent
land.
us. So the Lord sent us over here to serve captivity. Why? Because we were disobedient, and rebellious, and we served different idols.
Hey, but they be like, read, read. Y'all know that? Y'all know that nation that do that shit?
No.
But y'all,
Give me show you something crafty counsel.
Hey, you talking about
I'ma
Israel?
holler at y'all, man.
You talking about an
No doubt,
Israelite
no
thing?
doubt,
man.
no doubt.
Look, real talk, man. What y'all doing is what y'all doing. That's real, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all read the Bible. Y'all ain't just going off of whatever self-knowledge. It's what I respect. I told my aunt that raised me. Hold on, they raised me as Christian. You know what I'm saying? I told her I watch y'all videos. You know what I'm saying? I watch some of the videos and I know about the chariots in the sky and how it might look like a UFO. And there might be some scoffers that don't know. You know what I'm saying? And she wasn't going. She wasn't, you know what I'm saying?
You said who said?
But I listen, you know what I'm saying, to the word because it's the Bible at the same time. It's my aunt that raised me to be a Christian. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta understand.
You see what I'm saying?
Scripture says it's tabernacle with the men. It starts with the men. Women follow men.
Yeah, that's why
You gotta get ourselves right as men.
Yeah, but the order you to learn, man, you gotta get off the drugs and alcohol heavy.
I'm
You
lit,
can drink alcohol,
You know
but
I'm lit.
yeah, we know you lit.
The
You
spirit
gotta
is
get off.
on
You gotta stop smoking
Hey,
weed.
let me ask
You
you a
gotta stop getting super
I had
drunk,
to turn
man.
myself in.
Hold on. No.
Stop doing drugs. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
crib right down the street. I'm good.
No doubt. No, you understand. Listen, you said we at war, right? Yeah. So why you lit? Scripture talks about being circumspect. How you gonna go to war and you're lit, you're drunk, you're hot?
Ain't that lit?
Yes, you are.
I just ain't got my weapon on.
How you gonna use a weapon when you're lit?
The weapon
If
ain't
you're
gonna.
lit, what's
Hey,
that gonna do? If you're going against a skilled man,
You know the
that's
greatest,
on
you know the
point.
greatest weapon you got? Mine. Greatest weapon you get. You said so.
so your weapon. So you go against the so-called white man.
So what I'm gonna stay humble
So
out
the
here?
bullet went right past you right now. What you gonna do?
That shit done whistle past my ear. I've been shot and everything. Bro, what you mean?
Okay. So how you
So
gonna
at
act?
this point, what? So I'm gonna be humble.
So why you lit? You've been shot. Why you lit?
I want to think about shit like that. Bro.
What you mean? What
You
you
know
mean?
We understand. But see,
If you had a strong mind,
You
yo,
know,
no. My man, my man. That mean that really hurt you. What you mean you had to try to block that out?
Right. It was my fault, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You
It was a
understand?
little kid running.
we understand. We all used to be in the
You
streets,
understand.
man.
You understand.
We understand.
It really was my fault.
You
bro.
understand?
But I get at the
Let
guy.
me go back. Go back. Stop that. Give me some spot.
We all live that life, man. We used to be in the world, man. We used to be in the street. We used to live that life, bro. We weren't just born into this to understanding the scriptures, man, to having to
We
understand.
were lied to too, man.
You know, we used to smoke weed. We used to do drugs. We used to be in the streets, so we know how it is, man. We know exactly from experience, you know. But your gun ain't gonna do nothing in Jacob's trouble, man. Your gun might do a little something for you against your own people, but when the so-called white man rolls on you, he wishes that you pull your gun out, man. He ain't even gonna use a gun. This man's got direct. Nah, man. This man has direct energy weapons, man. This man has satellites that can take you out. This man has drones the size of mosquitoes that can take you out, man.
Hey, what you got on this event? Hop on the truck like that.
Well, Esau rolls on Jake. He hopes y'all got some weapons on you. He gave you the
He
weapons.
gave you the gun, so you can do that. Because you can think you 2 blocks short. Give me that.
Book of Rock, chapter 5. Follow not thy own mind,
Not thy own mind, right?
and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart.
There you go. We've been talking about that the whole time. But our people been taught to walk like that, however you feel.
But we taught to trust our heart, though. You know what I'm saying?
What is your heart?
My lifeline, man.
Where's your heart?
It's my lifeline because I died before. You know what I'm saying? You ain't never died before. I can't talk to you.
All right, bro.
Oh, so you
All right,
love
bro.
us with a piece of wisdom.
He dropped the mic, literally. He holds the mic.
Jacob knows type of authority.
He tried everything, man. Yeah.
Even the nigga with the credit.
Yeah.
He just did those scratches.
Yeah.
That bugs it.
And the Lord basically brought up 3 Israelites. We was in the midst of speaking about,
And
you
they all
know,
knew.
you can't speak to very few so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans and ask them about Have you ever heard of the Hebrew Israelites of the 12 tribes of Israel? And they say no. And Yahweh Yahshua has brought up 3 bug outs. In the midst of us speaking about that, came right across the street and we asked them those questions and they said, we heard about you. One man said he watches the camp.
Now, you know how they don't take it seriously, brother. It goes back to the analogy with the plant.
Yep.
The first butter plant is just sorted.
Con.
So they don't take it seriously. But
Yep.
once the plant grows, oh, that shit nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this bro. I
Yeah.
grew it. So they looking at this and they manifest it.
Yep.
So they don't take it seriously.
Right.
But when we manifested to them gods that he thought he was breaking down, then they gonna say, oh shit, I should have stayed.
And that goes right into that fun shit that these other Israelite camps are teaching, man. Because that, hey, yo, you know, that's what he's watching. He's watching these other Israelite camps, the guns. I ain't got my gun on me. He's probably watching these camps out there with their straps, having fun. Hey, he said he was lit. The smoking weed, the having fun. These other Israelite camps, man, is pushing these so-called Negroes and Native Americans to smoking weed, having your gun. You know what I'm saying? Having that fun, be with the world spirit, and thinking you're still in the truth, man, and still think, you know, that the Lord's okay with that, man. You know, which is completely off, man. That's a prime example. He's speaking about he watches. You know, I don't know what camp he watches. He's probably watching ISUPK, IUIC, or Sakarich. You know what I'm saying? Because he knows about the chariots. He knows that he's an Israelite. You know. So, man.
No more cloak, man. We can go ahead out and finish that out.
Yeah. No more cloak for their sin, man. Yeah, we can bring that out again.
I'm gonna read it in the better English.
There ain't gonna be no excuse.
We've done our job. Begin with our older apostles.
Yeah.
We've done our job. We can wait to build up our heads. And
God.
We've done our job.
Yep.
Hey, we didn't say, hey, y'all need to give us $20 some money.
Yeah, we did it because we. Well,
I get Matthew 24.
We
too.
love our people. The first,
Was it the truth?
the first people we went ran the truth to was our family.
Yep.
We love our people.
Man.
When you first got this message, the first person you ran to was your best friend in the world, your mother, your father, your sister. We love our people. They were the first ones we told, our family.
Yep.
And then we came out here and told the rest of us.
That's
So we do love y'all. So don't get it twisted. We mainly in it for ourselves, of course. But we do love our nation. We gave it to y'all for free before we even put on the gun. Yep. I remember the first time I told my friend in the world, hey man, yo, I gotta show you something, man. Big ass, when you show, you just that goofy look. That's like you don't mean that to me. That shit crushed your spirit. Yeah. Because you know how special this is that you've been gifted with. And you wanted to share with the ones you love in the world. But now you, as you grow in the truth, you find out, oh, my family are those that speak with the world. Yep. They share the flesh. The spirit is with the souls. These are my family. Yeah. These are the ones I break bread with. These are the ones I help when they down and out. These are the ones I run to first. My mama called me, my brother called me at the same time, man. That's facts.
You cover your mother, you cover your parents, your family, you talk about it, and you ain't even like rooted in the truth. That's when you first, like the brother was going, the brother's on point. When you first come into this, you try to tell your close friends, your family, they look at you like you crazy. And you ain't even really rooted in it like that.
I said,
you know? There's just that fire burning inside of you.
Guess who just came?
Yeah.
You remember such and such child?
He's in a cult.
Crazy.
Yeah. If a brother tell you something about yourself, brother tell me something about myself, I love to hear it. That's my family. That's who I consider my family. Who else do I want to talk to me? Who else I got out here? You know what I'm saying? And as the world deteriorates more and more, your family in the world is deteriorating more and more. Because in the world, I'm seeing more and more of my crazy. When you realize all you really got is the brothers.
Goddamn shot.
Then it took a juice.
Yeah, now they get worse.
That gotta be fucking with their mind. I know it is. Yeah, I know it is. Because they're bugging the fuck out. Got double dose and all type of shit.
So now Esau's really attacking that pineal gland. So they know so
that chemical did.
Yeah, so now they no longer can sit back in the sofa and be like, whatchamacallit did say that light bulb can't pop on. Like, ooh. You know, Esau, he's destroying that right now, you know. With all the chemicals he's putting in, you know, the food, the air, you know, this juice, and it's about to continue, man. You know. Yeah, something to say, bro?
Yeah,
go ahead, bro.
Yeah.
Right.
They're talking about, you don't know what it is. That's not
starting to come out.
You know, what they took.
Yeah. And Esau's letting it come down because, like the brother was bringing out earlier, Hey, Esau's about to go full force. He ain't no longer gonna be starting hiding shit, making it, dressing it up. He just about to go ahead and start killing people, man. He said the gig is up. So they know who I am. The mask is off. I'm going all out.
Yeah, it was white supremacy that did.
Yeah, we're gonna show y'all white supremacy. Y'all thought y'all saw white supremacy. We better show y'all real white supremacy. Hey, he got the belt. And he coming up like WWF.
Yeah.
He said,
yeah, white supremacy.
You know what I'm saying? God.
You still like to make bad guys, villains. They create villains.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Red sweater.
Go bring out Matthew the 24th chapter and then bring out we can close that on what you had, Karatazar.
This is the book of Matthew 24, verse 14. 144. And this is the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations.
And that's been accomplished. This gospel has been preached all over the four corners of the earth to a witness to all of these nations, man. That's how that's how when Jake comes out, he knows about us, man. He knows who the Israelites are. He knows he's heard about the 12 tribes. He's heard about the camps, So there ain't gonna be no cloak for your sin. There ain't gonna be no excuses in the time of judgment, man. You ain't gonna have nothing to say to Yahweh about Shem Yahweh when your ass gets smoked. Go ahead, bro.
What the scripture said, the Lord said he's gonna begin at the house of Judah first.
That's right. Yep.
True. But then those men that do,
Yep. Go ahead, bro.
We gotta be cautious and wait for ourselves.
That's right. It's gonna start with the ones that are in this truth, man. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because so you get judged.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean, the Lord ain't gonna judge the people that's claiming him.
Right.
He's gonna judge you first. You the one saying you about it. You for Yahweh Shah. Yahweh gonna test us, man. Prove this thing. See if they accept it. You say you worship me. Okay, let me put your life in there. So what's he done?
Yep. And he said we're gonna be tried and
tried in the fire, man.
Yep. That's the goal Solomon was doing.
You're gonna be faced with fears you never thought you were gonna see. Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego had to jump in fire, bro. Yeah, real fire.
Ain't the lions.
Lions did, hungry lions at that didn't eat. So you think you just read those stories down? Well, that's not gonna happen. Yeah? You don't know what the Lord may put you through.
Yeah.
7 brothers.
Yeah. Abraham had to put his son up on the altar, man.
Malachi says the Lord changed not.
Changed not.
So that's what we tell bro. I always tell bro, we got to get a new brother.
I remember y'all talking about that. I remember that.
Deadly serious, man, because you got demons that attack you first. Demons. And they get stronger the longer you're in the truth. And you gotta be like, oh shit. They have you thinking about a brother wrong, have you thinking about yourself wrong, that you ain't in the truth, doubt, all type of shit. And you been serving the Lord, you got a good track record, but the demons are on you. So you gotta be very careful making wise decisions. Because once you close the line, it's worse than a moth. It ain't no out.
You said, well, Max, we in too deep, baby.
Because what happens is first you bug out. When you leave first, that's the first thing. First you bug out, and now you're just waiting for the judge.
Yeah, I remember.
You don't leave out. You don't leave out with you.
You're right now.
I remember
more demons. He said that one demon you came in with, you get kicked out of this truth. Hey, and that one demon said, "Come on, brothers. I got some space. I got a big house now. I got a mansion now. I had that small crib I was living in. A lot of upgrades."
And it's understandable because now, you get kicked out. Now it's like I don't care nothing. It is what it is.
Now you can't,
yeah.
You just bored.
Now you see you're emotional. You just into the world. But now you really are into vessel. More leading is coming.
I remember I think like down there in Florida, somebody got kicked out of a Florida camp or something like that. He was mocking the stop, and then someone had did a video on the brother, man. The Lord had that man crash into a pole on the tree.
Or you on TikTok with roller skates.
Oh yeah. I remember that shit. I remember that.
And judgment is going on daily. You don't want to end up in the spirit realm. Today was your last day, and you end up in the spirit realm. What you left doing? Man. That shit ain't no joke. And now you left with eternity. Whatever you left on earth, that's what you got for. That's what you got for you and yours in the kingdom. Because then you had the judgment. You can't say, "Oh, send me back down." There ain't no more of that. Ain't no more reincarnated back in slavery.
Like what it
Y'all
say?
shot can't come back there.
What does
He's
it
not
say?
doing that again. Y'all was about to come to war.
What does it say in
Niggas talking about
Ezekiel?
war.
Because if you left this truth, you took your hand off that plow. None of the things you did for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, the preaching, studying, the teaching, okay, applying the scripture to your life, none of that's going to be remembered in the kingdom, man.
So it's like a box.
Says none of it's going to be mentioned, man.
It's like a box.
But I was out there for 10 years. What did it say? Many shall say, Lord, Lord, have I not prophesied and healed in thy name? He said, get away from me, I never knew you, man.
That's why I was like, it ain't about what you did, it's what are you doing.
Yeah,
That's
right.
why we respect the elders and great millstones for so long, because they never took their hand off the plow.
God.
And they're not listening to young dumb niggas telling them that they too old to be out on the highways and byways. They still out there with their white people going harder than us, the younger brothers. So, hey, we on the right path.
Those smooth guys.
Yup, going on.
Yeah, because I don't want to say his name, but you man, what's his name telling him, according to the law, you at the age when you got to retire. Because we not in that time now. We're not in the time of the Levitical priesthood. We're in the time of the prophets, man. Y'all stuck on that ancient Levitical priesthood that ain't established right now.
Go ahead,
The
bro.
scripture say, examine thyself that thou be in the faith always. Every day you got to make sure, am I doing what I'm supposed to do? If you're not, you got to repeat this.
Right. And then I was reading something from the brother Inan down there in Dallas. My brother had asked about some type of fluid. He was like, if it's conviction, don't do it. So something that you're thinking about is convicting you to the spirit or an action that you have done before and it's about to reoccur again. Don't do that shit, man. Respecting that shit. That's the main point of our message. Not just to tell our people, but for us to get ourselves in line because we don't want to, hypocrites in the eyes of the Lord.
Go ahead, finish that up.
Matthew 24, verse 14, continuing on, and then the end shall come.
That's right. So the Lord said the prophet's going to come on the scene, and then the end's going to come. And Jake don't realize the times that he's living in, nor did he think it's end times either.
They're not gonna end everything in that sin. Everybody go back to the spirit world and everything. Everybody like, what happened?
Heaven and hell, right?
Yeah. What happened? That's what the Lord had to send his prophet out first. That should let people know, like, oh, something's going on. It gotta be the end of something. You got men out there, out in the byways doing lessons. They're not missing a beat, they're not missing a day. And they keep talking about Americans getting thrown down. There got to be something about to go on, Like you read the scripture, the Lord always sent the prophet where he destroyed. So when you see the destruction, you know who did it. You got
I think Karada's out there.
This John 15 and 22. I'm gonna read it in the KJV, and I'm gonna read it in the basic better English Bible. It says, "If I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned. But now they have no hope for their sin."
Yeah, it is now. Everybody gets nuked here. Everybody like, oh, so what happened? Why did I die? Why did I do this? Yeah. They left up the Esau devices. I thought we were going to hell, heaven. They just be confused. But since the Lord has sent the prophets out here, now there's no hope. Now you know why. You got them bullets, or you got
It'll
ate
be
by
like,
a pit bull.
yeah, in the kingdom,
Bear.
will be like, oh, hell, this is the thing, man.
That's the thing.
You're going to hell, all right.
This is John 15 and 22 in the basic English.
When that Benjamin, remember that accident they had in Jamaica? And you had gut all over.
Yeah.
And you see people's brains is cut and dismembered. And you get people that mafia, not mafia, but the people cut each other up. You get in the kingdom, they do like, yeah, I know the reason why you got allowed it to happen was just the wicked. The Israelites. Whatever happens comes down the pipeline, from the sword and judgment, people judgment. You go back to the spirit world, we're gonna tell you, you marked yourself, I marked you for death. You walk right past. You got it.
Yeah, like DC Young was a lady.
Yeah, he know he is. That's the crazy part.
Posted in surgery. Oh no, don't tell me what's in my body. I'm doing the fuck I want to. See how the Lord works? Yep. That's how he is. Yep. Now DC, I seen the post he made. He said he's gonna keep his faith in the Lord. So we'll see. And he believes it. He follows the stars. We'll see. Because the Lord does stuff like that. He's killed Ezekiel wife. He told him to go preach the next day. He told him don't even cry and go preach the next day. And the deacon did it. And the Lord is just all forward.
Still.
And we're not exemplifying everything. You know, just because you're a righteous man don't mean you can't get good.
Hey, I'll be honest with you. A lot of you gotta take that into consideration too. A lot of guys that come in this truth, a lot of men go from this truth. They lose they sick, they can't move it.
That's what we stay saying that. Especially the new brother.
You got a chick now?
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You coming this truth.
Yeah.
You had like a chicken.
Yeah, you had a chick you was
dealing
dealing
with.
with.
Most of the time they don't make it, bro.
She loves you. You would never thought you teach her some things.
Because they didn't see the change.
Yeah.
Because they saw you when you was a nigga.
Yep.
Now they see you, so like they're not
They be
comfortable
like-
with a lot of these new things. Like, hold on, you want to do this? Oh, you talking to- Wait a
He
minute.
said-
Where's the old nigga that I got with?
He said,
What?
yo, every day. He said,
You ain't get back in the
Yep.
Steve Urkel machine. You're looking for Steve. Bring Steve back. Not Stephon.
She want them flowers and chocolate every Wednesday and Monday.
Mother's Day, Christmas Carol,
Valentine's Day presents on the dot.
Mac pajamas, the ones
No more birthdays, no more Christmas. Hey, hold on, wait a minute.
no more outings like we used to.
And the demonic shit about you tell the bitch, we do it on different days. You know what I'm saying?
Do it on this
So you know, spirit is there.
day. He said,
Yeah. She want to do it when the world do it.
out.
Yeah, this is John 15:22 in the basic English Bible. It says, if I had not come and been their teacher, they would have no sin.
And the scripture says, your eyes to see thy teacher. You know? There's no excuse. Jake, no. Lord has set it up so it can be so. When the Lord judges the place, hey, there's no excuse.
Right. It says here, but now they have no reason to give for their sin.
They must run in the world.
Yeah, that was,
You
they
know,
might not have no reason for their sins, man.
so yeah, man, you know, we're gonna go ahead and close up, going out of here. And those who you ratified, we're gonna stand the face, we're gonna face the east. We're gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Hashem, Yahushai, Hashem, Rakakadash.
Give double honor to the apostle GMS as well. And peace, blessings, salutations to the open black. And hey, keep pushing, keep striving, but being circumspect and stay in the spirit. Hey, do things that keep your mental intact. You're almost out of here. Hey, fuck this place, fuck America.
Shalom, shalom.
Yeah.